Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back with what will likely be the dramatic conclusion of Mass Effect. I suspect we'll probably be able to draw it out for most of the night tonight. There's a bunch of side stuff we can do leading up to the final missions. So last night we officially blew up Ashley, who seems to be the most likable between the pair, which is saying something. Hey, Cuff, good to see you, man. And Scales, welcome as well. Thank you very much for that sub, for the 11-month Scales. I really appreciate that, man. Not quite a year, but almost, yeah. One away, we can round up here. How's it going, Scales? We're rewatching V for Vendetta in the background. We're doing a couple things before streaming. I'd forgotten how bad Natalie Portman's accent is. Yeah, she does a great job of acting in that movie, though. Apparently she actually shaved her head, too, for it. I just rewatched that before I moved back out here. Let's see, what are we doing? We have main quest, report to the council. Report to the council, what a bunch of nonsense. Whole bunch of side missions. Head to Armstrong Nebula Cluster and investigate the Geth. Meet Darius at the rendezvous point on the planet Nunul in the platypus system of the Hades cluster. I don't know what that is. I don't know which of these sound fun. Prothean discs. I mean, a lot of them are just collections. Doctor at Risk, I think, is a main one. Authorized transmission. Apparently someone thinks a doctor is located in the Newton system. Newton. Okay, let's try that on for size. What's next? I haven't really decided.
Update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel.
Oh, Jesus
The Council's
Christ.
massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
About time?
Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head
No,
of
I didn't
that
say
fleet.
no. No, I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
say back to the Citadel. That's lies. I'll be honest, I have no idea what side quests I've done and not done. I talked to all of our companions before that last set of missions, and none of them seem to give me any quests. I'm not sure what we gotta do to make that happen. Super Bowl Chan and Naba Chan.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks
Oh,
to you,
Jesus
the Council's
Christ.
finally taking real action against Saren.
We're gonna need to
The
set up
ambassador is
doorknob-themed
correct.
emotes
If
before
Saren
too
is
long.
foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
That's
Think
it?
a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Well,
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a
Hey,
fleet in
Worthy,
there,
what's
the
good,
only
man?
possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
yeah, okay, Udina, you don't know what you're talking about. Nothing is over. You don't just turn
If
it
Saren
off.
finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Long
Ambassador
silence.
Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
Oh, boy.
You're selling
Hey, kind and zip it.
It's just politics, Commander.
Yo, what's
You've done
good,
your
Paul?
job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
You son of a
Nobody stabs
bitch.
me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
Shoot him, Shep.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Well, you know what? We'll be able to take care of the council, and I'll keep this in mind. We're trying to make some important decisions around who reforms the council.
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
They're idiots.
I showed them the truth and they still won't believe.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did.
X-book
The council
bureaucracy
owes
right
you
there.
Everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
Yep, can't trust politicians.
I should know better. Udina, the Council, they're all the same. Petty, blind, and stupid.
Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision.
What's the use?
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
No, not a chance.
We lost the battle, not the war. I'll figure something out.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
I'll have you know, Taco, the fist bump is a very powerful tool in any man's arsenal. Ooh. Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain
Joker,
Anderson.
cock blocking. Hey, what's good, Mystery? No worries, the move was fantastic. Although if you're trying to avoid spoilers, we are nearing the end of the game. So, be very careful. Giving me the message.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
You should probably go meet with him.
Well, you should probably come with me, because you're a part of the team. We've talked about this.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Interior like fish eggs, exterior like atmosphere.
Exo Presley has the deck.
Alright, down to the cantina. Hopefully we can get some last minute spicy news on the elevator. I saw some cool mods linked around. Washa linked me some that fixed our lighting issues. Vanguard also linked me something similar, but also had some graphic specs.
Our travels now are
But most
somewhat
importantly,
different
there
from my
was a
normal
mod that
excavations.
makes elevator speed
I would
doubled.
prefer lengthier studies and fewer
Yep,
explosions.
doubled.
It's good for you. A nice explosion every now and then keeps the mind sharp.
Well, nothing slow. I guess it's not that we're going slow, we're just going a long way. Especially if you've been dating someone else in two. Oh no, dude. So romance is crossover too. It sounds like a good way to create discontent amongst the crew. Take him to the flux. Go bring him up. Tell me she gets real petty too. Oh god, this is gonna get space nasty. Nothing like juggling around all your space waifus.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help out.
Oh, I forgot to turn this in
Everyone
apparently.
seems real happy to have her back.
I sense that you are less
Probably got the
confused
XP already.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was
Hey,
like to have her
Satori,
around.
bright and early man.
Haven't had
Oh,
a decent
damn,
trip
good
since she got
day.
back.
Good full renegade in this, or just whatever. I mean, technically, Oki, we're not quite full renegade, but we're pretty close. I'm gonna get that shit maxed out before this is done. Hey, what's good, Jay? Is a bouncer? Who is this playboy? I guess we're just dancing awkwardly, bumping and grinding. Yeah, I really wanted to dance with Doran. There we go. Now we're talking. Shake it, Shep.
Hey there, welcome.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Yo, good day, Hollow. Definitely a fine dance. I don't know. It's tough for me to compare any dance to most of Jean-Claude Van Damme's early dances in the 90s. Those are something special. Thought they said Flux. Maybe it was Clora's den. Ah, there he is. Like victory condition on tabletop game? Exactly, yeah. You can win by actually beating the game, or you can become the ultimate renegade. And Rat Udina sold me out.
Grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
How's
There's
that
only
gonna
one
happen?
ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
Hey, just tell me what to
What's
do.
the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happens.
That is a
I'm hoping I can still do a couple side
side
quests, but it might be too
How are you
late.
going to get in?
Leave that to me.
Hey, Canadian,
Just
what's
make
good,
sure
man?
You're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
All three of these options seem pretty much to be the same.
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador
There's
Udina
got to
issues
be
the
a
lockdown.
better
If I
way.
can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He
Hey,
won't
Robert,
just
what's
stand
up?
by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is,
Oh no, I hope
just
he
have
is
to do
there.
something.
The
No,
ambassador will
something
not
good's
forgive
gonna
this
happen
crime.
there.
You will be
I'm
charged
great,
for
thank you,
treason, a
Canadian.
capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer.
So it's
or I take my
treason
chances
then.
with the patrols in Citadel Control.
We're breaking into his office.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
You're goddamn right I am.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joe to stand by.
Augustus J coming in hot. Throwing that gift sub on over to Jay Holloway. Hey, thank you very much, Augustus. I really appreciate that, and I know Jay does too. He has wanted a Rubik's Cube for at least a week or two now, and he can finally mask it. Slide it on. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. And Jay, welcome back aboard.
Good to see another human in here.
You say to go to the office? I either have to go.
Soldier, could I take a moment of your time?
What the fuck? Who the hell are you?
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
I'm not just any soldier.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
You're a pencil pusher.
I don't remember seeing you.
Oh, it's not so bad, Canadian.
Eden Prime.
I'm not on the front line.
Still trying to settle in. I got a million tasks to take care of after the move. Oh, excuse me, and I got hiccups from this coffee. Million tasks to take care of. I'm gonna take 5 or 6 of them out a day.
I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
You're an addict.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up.
What's up with his eye?
All
You
the
see
top
that?
Negotiators
You
are
see that on his
stimulants
eye?
Close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
That's how you know he's tweaking. Don't be an
Will
idiot.
overdosing on stimulants and getting arrested help humanity, Keeler?
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what. This will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No, you'll go now.
You won't be doing humanity any favors.
Yeah,
if
get
you
him, Shep.
overdose during negotiations. Get help now.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it,
Oh my
I
god.
don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
Just listen to
That
yourself.
sounds like an addict talking, Keeler. What does it take to convince you?
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant.
There you
I shouldn't
go.
be
First
working
steps
like this.
admitting it.
I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Punch option was made for him, and unfortunately we don't get it. Although I suspect there might be some fist-to-face action before too long. You know what, Moog? It's proven an effective way. You've seen it anecdotally right there firsthand. Alrighty, so I want to see if Udina gets his comeuppance. Where's that at? Emissaries, consort chambers, emissaries, I guess? I'm sorry it came to this. Yeah, really. Feels good to be back. Speaking of addicts, Jay. Alright, so Udina's office should be up this way. Be the cutscene when you leave. I thought it might have been, but I wanted to make double, triple sure we didn't miss it. Yeah, I don't have a problem, man. You've got a problem. textbook. There's nothing from getting a drug addict to admitting they have a problem to stopping an ancient race of genocidal robots that can't be fixed with some good old-fashioned throat punching. Alright. C-Sec, and then we gotta ride the elevator up. Then we're ready. I'm really bummed. I don't think we're gonna get to do the side stuff. I mean, most of it's just flying planet from planet. High explosives. I mean, it can certainly clear your problem out.
The Krogan I have met, Rex. You do not share the bloodlust of your people.
When you're young, you go looking for every fight you can. You get older, you realize the best fights will find you.
Oh, deep wisdom. Deep wisdom. This is exactly why the 2x elevator speed would be ideal. Hey, have a good night, Canadian. Take it easy, man. They're about to add smooth jazz. Supposedly, there's just good music. Like, I play the elevator music all the time from YouTube. All the time. When we're playing other games. And I just don't play it at all in this one. I've heard like a small snippet of it. Hey, Fenny, what's up, man?
Stand by, shore party. Decontaminate.
What can I say? I've got a taste for the classic, Fenny.
Anderson, what are you doing here?
Oh, this is gonna be good. Here it comes. That's why we love Anderson. Oh, there's just no conversation. He just straight fucking slugs him.
Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
I didn't send for... Pow! Boom! Right to the moon, Udina. Yeah, see, we're gonna corrupt you, Paul. I'm not sure. So what happens if you're Paragon? Does he walk in and talk him down or something? They do a really nice job not making it just be a simple, like, oh, you're a renegade. Oh, you're not a renegade. We went the stairs. Also let you get some nice influence decisions. Made him look more like Seth Green. You know, I'm not even sure what Seth Green looks like. When I think of Seth Green, I kind of think of, who was that guy in Encino Man with Pauly Shore? Maybe it was Pauly Shore. Yeah, before we go out on the last mission. Talk with Liara. I think you can send him to the council instead, Paul, so maybe that's the non-renegade choice.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Yeah, I wanted to bang.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Fine. Maybe later. That's interesting. Does getting injured affect anything later on? That was one thing that I absolutely adored from Detroit Becoming Human. I won't say too many spoilers for someone who hasn't watched or played, but there's a bit at the end, and your ending can be drastically affected by getting wounded. Ooh, we can still fly around. We don't go straight to Ilos. All right. Can I remember any of the areas we had to go to? I doubt I'm going to be able to do too much, but head to the Newton system in the Keeper Verge. Okay, we'll do that. The last chance. Good, good. Because if I remember, there's like an hour or two left of the main story. Hey, good to see you, Lost. How we doing, man? And Draw, welcome back to you as well, brother. Fucking ETA. There's Keeper Verge. Evan Newton. Why didn't you just shoot him getting Austin Powers? Don't remember it.
Message
I have seen Austin Powers, but
patching it through.
It's been a while.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help.
Always with the help.
Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
Former scientists. Sounds like someone has a project they'd like to keep secret.
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher Maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
Yeah, sounds
Can't
suspicious.
be a coincidence.
There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last
Dr.
note
John
to
Wayne.
Edwards.
Interesting.
Good luck. 5th fleet out.
Oh, Dr. Evil's son. Okay. Yeah. Was he an Encino Man with Pauly Shore? Hold on. Guy's making me tab out of my damn game. Encino Man. Who's the... Is Encino... Well, okay, I know Brendan Fraser's an Encino Man. Isn't there another kid? Maybe it was just Pauly Shore. And Pauly Shore's not even at the top of the starring. Seth Green. Okay, I do know what he looks like. What? That is him. Who the fuck? Hold on, there's another movie I was thinking of that he was in. I didn't realize he was in so many movies. What we got here? Enemy of the State. Italian Job. Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. What the fuck? This is on TV. There's got to be something I saw him and that I'm remembering him from. He was on the X-Files at one point. Can't Hardly Wait. Is that on here? I can't spell. There we go. Can't Be My Love. Can't Hardly Wait 1998. Ogie's got it. Guardians of the Galaxy, apparently. Is it Iron Man? I don't know what I remember him from. Shit. Maybe it was as Dr. Evil's son. His face sticks out. All right. Back to the game. Was he in it? No way. How to paddle. I don't think I've seen that one. I've been up shit creek before, though. He's easily forgettable. He might do a lot of voices, too. And he probably often plays side characters. Who's the funny kid? Whoa, I had no idea. All right, this looks like our spot for scientists. Yeah, I know a lot of his later stuff in terms of like TV shows for comedy, but like actually seeing his face. I never saw Entourage. Gonna kill Kaiden or Tally? Is that a choice you can even make? As to my knowledge, I've made my only kill choice already. Whoa, sweet air, bro. I'm hoping we can get up this mountain. Otherwise, there's gonna be some backtracking in our future. Damn, the Mako does anything. It may even have ascended beyond what a Skyrim horse will do. I go back to work tomorrow, you do, and for some reason you're not in bed when we've got ZG in 5 hours. Oh, you mean in 3? I thought we were only talking about this game. I'm actually way more familiar with 1 than I am 2. I've probably played 1 5 or 6 times. 2 I've only played twice now. love how they keep the same vehicle, but you don't have these driving segments, do you, Robert? Recover artifact. Assuming direct control. You know, I'm not sure, Eddie. I think they're all about the same length. It's really a lot about what you want to do. I mean, this one is what, coming up on a 30-hour playthrough for us, and there's definitely a lot more I could have done. You can rush through this in about 10 hours, though, if you really, really wanted to. I think that's one of the stronger points of the game, frankly, because a lot of other Western RPGs force you through, like, minimum 40 hours. I'll be honest, when I'm forced to sit through things, a lot of times, you know, I might stop feeling a game. I enjoy it, but just, you know, I've had enough. I wanna get to the end, and then I feel like I'm missing stuff, and it degrades from the entire experience. Like, hey, here's your story. You can do it in 10 hours if you want, or you can take 40 hours. That's pretty ideal to me. It was like 100 hours? I don't think so. Unless there's like, even scanning all the planets, doing all the DLCs, 100 would be pushing it, I think. Usually short length is a big part of what I liked about Fallout 1 and Alpha Protocol. Or unusual, yeah. And again, in both of those games, well, I don't know about Alpha. Oh, Alpha Protocol's got a little bit less to do. But they both have side stuff to do. Fallout 1 you can beat real fucking fast. You can take a long-ass time. Is European talk about it? Could be, and you could just be used to a lot of the other Western RPGs and kind of lop it in that category. Like, when I think of JRPG, I think 40 to 60 hours minimum. And then sometimes I'll look up a JRPG and be like, oh, that one's only 25 hours. Yeah, it is really nice, Robin. It seems like there's a lot that can come from some of those carryover decisions. Right now, I think we're on par with romancing Rex in the second game if I really wanted to. Hopefully it's not too late for love. You want to Fallout 1's like 5 minutes? I bet. You can probably go right to where the water thing is, right? And just get it, be done with it. Yes, this same design is one of 3 that we've seen for side dungeons. Get that scientist. Did I already? So I already missed that. Yeah, the scientist just attacked me right away. Oh wow, sorry Rex. Looks like we're gonna have to keep it as a bromance. Hey Fracture, welcome to you.
Take cover!
Oh. Mercenary just charging into his death with no weapon. You get a neural shock. Nice shields.
Go, go, go! Hold the line! Go, go, go!
Hold the line. Love is a total ways on time. Go, 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 go. You guys are pretty tanky. Go, go, go. Cross now. No, we got some pretty shitty shields right now. Let's hang back. Must be Shia LaBeouf back there. Go, go, go. Move, 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 move.
Powering up.
Enemy is everywhere! Enemy is everywhere!
Where are the enemies at? Okay, thank you. Thank you for that call out. Oh, socks to sock. Later, dirtbag.
Go, go, go!
Played EverQuest. I forgot how just brutally unfair 90s MMOs. They're meant to be played with groups, which is why they're that way. Which I, for one, think is what makes MMOs nowadays much less enjoyable. For me. To each their own.
Go, go, go!
why I've been so enthralled with Classic again. It's not quite as hardcore as FF11 or EverQuest were, but it was a nice median. Sold it? What do you have to play as for that? Necromancer or... Forget it. There was an Enchanter solo setup. I didn't play that much EverQuest.
Perimeter secured.
I played EverQuest Online Adventures. I was much more into Asheron's Call on FF11. There was my health lost 20. Oh, Jesus. I miss that. I miss that type of shit so much. I miss how unique they were by comparison to a lot of the stuff that comes out today that's just very similar. Yeah, they can charm, they've got those summonable armors, and if I'm not mistaken, they're really beloved by groups because they have, restore mana, right? Or is that something else? We play Ragnarok? So, again, I got into Asheron's Call, and when I was in high school, I had a friend that was really into Ragnarok, and he got me into it a bit late. Like, I think the official servers were pretty much, I don't want to say they were done, but everybody was playing on private servers. There was always that modified XP shit that you could teleport everywhere, so I wouldn't say I got the proper experience with it. I like the premise, though. Mastered it? Yeah, the learner has become the master, Moog. De-leveling, a week's work could be lost in a sneeze? That's what made the tension, though. What I've come to learn with video games is that tension is built usually through fear of loss, whether that be for a horror atmosphere, or for a difficulty, a game with high difficulty. We'll put that in some quotes, air quotes. Diablo 2, pure hardcore. Tough. The only thing that changes if I play hardcore, though, is if I do happen to die, stream ends.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard. Please! He's a madman!
Well, I'm on a mission to save this guy, so... His name's Toombs. There you go.
Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie!
Yeah, Final Fantasy XI's the same, Addy. They train you to the zone line. Put the gun down.
Lower your weapon and step away from the
Overly
doctor
so?
slowly,
I mean, I get it.
Will fire.
Well, that's a lot of how 11 was, too. You de-leveled, you'd wait around for 4 or 5 hours for a group, and then you'd get in a group and you'd lose progress, and you're just like, fuck, there goes my whole day. I liked it, though, but everybody's got a different skill on that, or what they enjoy.
All that matters to me is killing the man who ruined my life.
Which is why those games were initially popular. But games like World of Warcraft that took those penalties down a bit were way more popular because they appealed more broadly. Shoot him.
We don't always get what we want, Toombs.
But if we try real hard, you just might find you get what you need.
Thank you. Here.
Good one, Shep.
I don't think I'll ever forget that madman's face.
You two had a past.
I don't know what you did to him, but I don't think he chose you by accident.
He'd killed my colleagues. We worked on Akuz studying Thresher Moths to detect them earlier. He must have lost friends to an attack, then heard about our research and blamed us for failing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I can't stand to be in here another moment.
Toombs' dead eyes are still pinched with frustration and rage. The scientist, eyeing the corpse with distaste, dabs his face with a cloth. Is that... I'm sorry, I can't do the dab. Is the dab... Yeah, well, you guys know it here. I'll do it in chat. There you go. He dabs his face with a cloth. For better or for worse, the situation is resolved. I probably shouldn't have shot him. Hey, Mr. Krabs, what's up, dude? Popular opinion, don't do one death run of Diablo 2, then you can play like a sorceress or something that does damage and have the run be less turtly. I mean, you can play a character that does damage and have it still not be turtly, correct, Moog? Problem is, I'm a hipster and I can't play conventional builds. So as opposed to doing the same BS that everyone does, if someone picks a Necromancer, yeah, there you go, Xandro, perfect. You know, I'm gonna have to play a Poison Dagger Necromancer with a shield. Oh, good morning to you, Ezaz. It would be so much more intense. It is more intense, permadeath. I like that tension. That's what I enjoy in those kind of games. Yeah, I'd agree, Psycho. Sork and Amazon. Definitely the easiest. That's why everybody rolls them. Sork is just the fastest and easiest. Amazon requires a little bit of gear. Range and teleport. I mean, the only thing that makes it harder on hardcore, I'd say, is as a melee character, you're used to the incoming damage. You're comfortable with how much you're gonna take and what you can get away with. Whereas if I don't get hit when I'm playing as Sork, I can be like, nah, I'm flying, everything's going fine, and then boom, double damage, game over. All right, so that's done. Dead scientist. Report to Hackett. Oh, geez, I never... Oh, Hackett's on here, isn't he? That's Presley. Fuck, which one's Hackett? He's probably on the main station, so I don't know if I can turn that one in. Oh, you're right. Exogeny. Doctor notes seem to express concern about samples provided. Only work for Cerberus. The log mentioned something about the Matano system in the Mage Maroon Sea cluster. Okay.
Message coming in.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander.
Oh, maybe he'll just talk to me. Cool.
Well,
thank you,
to save
Hackett.
the doctor. I suppose we'll never know what set Toombs off. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Wonder what did set him off. Does Taco know? I bet Hackett breaks a lot of microphones. He's always dropping them. Sea Moose. What a planet name. Oh, it's a lot of fun, Mook. The only mod I'll use is Pluggy for more inventory space because you can't mule items single player offline. Ooh. The Pangaea Express. That sounds really tasty. Horsehead Nebula. Man, these guys come with some crazy names. Feel when you have so many channel points that you can unlock all the sub emotes despite not being a sub. Hey, there we go. It's dedication right there. In it though? Oh, it's in ET. Okay. You could, but the journey for the poop sock would be a frivolous one then, Eddie. Hey, what's good, plan? That's our planet, nice and green. Or said Nebula's a real thing. Makes sense, it was probably spotted and people were like, damn, that looks like a horse's head. And then a couple years later, we got better telescopes. You can see it does not look like a horse head, but the name's got to stay. Will it climb? There's no way in hell we're making it up this quarter pipe. Okay, maybe with more speed though. I don't know. It doesn't fall off of it, which is crazy, but maybe with more speed. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's all alone in this time of need. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, no. I'm sure they'll add boosters once EA takes over the franchise. They probably make really cool noises. They go, whoosh, the flames come out of the back of it. That's how I know I'm playing a good video game. There we go, a nice 180 flip. Tony Hawk's Pro Mako is one of the better segments of this game. No, I don't think so, Moog. I think Makos are still a thing, they just never force you to drive them. From what I recall, in the next one, you don't even go to other planets outside of the main hubs. You just scan them and then shoot probes at them and try and get materials for, what, the war effort or for crafting or something, or upgrades? I don't remember. Upgrading your ship for the final segment, I'm pretty sure.
Looks deserted.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I love dessert. Playing through these segments reminds me of, oh fuck, there was an old, speaking of MMOs, there was an old space MMO. No, it wasn't KOTOR. They always were just so big and vast with so few scene objects lying around.
Cover me.
That guy had beef jerky now.
Enemy sighted.
Don't shoot that. Old space game Cosmic Ref. Can't say I've heard of it. Sony Entertainment Launcher. Or SOE. Yeah, well, imagine, Taco, if they just powered up their FTL drives and they hit the jump to light speed and flew through the Makos, cutting them in half. 2D MMO. Speaking of SOE, what happened to EverQuest Next? I seem to recall hearing it was canceled. I don't remember hearing why. I mean, they were toting it for a while. I think they're out of touch. Yeah, I think a lot of these companies fell out of touch with what players actually want. They get caught up trying to do all these, like, buzzword-style things. Like, we're gonna let you play in this mode and have a Minecrafty buildy mode, and then you can take the items that you design in that with your voxel engine and sell the patterns, and then people can craft them in the MMO. It's like, why don't you just make it an RPG as opposed to a crafting game? I'm totally cool with just standing here swinging once every 5 seconds with an auto attack on big dragons that are poorly animated. Well, I mean, back when it came out, Battle Royale wasn't a thing. They can be sandbox engine, but I think they've got to be sandbox economies. It's not like the full sandbox experience.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Like, Darkfall was run by an absolutely horrid company. And they did a sandbox-style gameplay where it was a lot about fighting over resources, fighting over objectives. And all of the gear in the game was crafted. There were no dropped items. And the items dropped on your death, so you'd have to craft more. So resources were always a requirement. Oh, fuck. No! Okay, still got it. Make me keep hacking. Was I in this room back here? I don't recall. Oh, I can't even get there from here. Definitely something weird going on here. Are they just from downstairs? Did the music die? Hey, Ivy, how's it going, man? What happened to my music? It just cut out. That's really creepy. Ada, please. Come on, man. Oh, I have a blast playing this Moog, probably. But, you know, we have tons of conversations around that stuff. Is it really fair to call anything favorite of all time for a single game. It depends what I'm in the mood for. If I want to play an RPG, then Mass Effect is definitely at the top of that list with Dragon Age. But maybe I want to play a JRPG. Like at this very moment in time, after I've sated myself with a little bit of dialogue-based progression, maybe I want to play some Final Fantasy. Maybe I want to go play an arena shooter or something. Or maybe I want to play an MMO. You know, it's tough to label favorite of all time, because time's shifting by its nature. Slice, it's a moment. Maybe Gabriel Knight's my favorite game of all time. I'm not really sure, Lyra. I was looking for things to fill in case we finish this early. And I saw Untitled Goose Game, and then I saw it's Epic Launcher only, and unfortunately vomited on my keyboard a little bit. I don't know how we get down here. This must be like a secret door. I bet there's a switch somewhere we can hit that'll open this. Hey, Drag, how's it going, man? I heard there was it the Red Alert remaster that just came out and people are actually happy about it? Looks awesome. Yeah, it seems to have a lot of positivity behind it. Never got into those games myself. I like that they had Zeppelins as weapons, though. Both games. What a deal. I don't know, Shepard, shoot the door or something. I guess they're not letting me in. Look, I've been trying to lead on, okay? There's nothing here. Maybe just those weapon caches. Public holiday. Ooh la la, which one is it? Fun games back in the day, lots of LAN parties involving. Oh yeah, that'd be a good time. Getting the boys together, ordering a nice, big, greasy fucking pizza, and beating each other's asses in some fucking RTSs. Queen's birthday, is that, correct me if I'm wrong here, Drag, but you guys celebrate the Queen of England because technically they still control Australia? Is that true? Even though you're your own government, you're still technically a part of England, right? Yeah, it is, Dig. Don't ask. I think they're supposed to be underground. Like Canada. What's Canada a Commonwealth of? The US? England? Oh no, I'm ignorant. Yeah, there's the ... dots. Yep, not gonna make it up here. Well, you know, instead of face palming, Dig, you could type it out. Great Britain, there you go. Thank you, Drag, for being the informative one here. Perhaps not only myself, but maybe someone else learned something today.
Goddess have mercy. The entire colony must
Why
have
was that
been
5,700
transformed.
gold? Hey, UACT, what's good? Okay, so there's a couple of these. Yeah, and that's what it sounded like with Australia, too, from what I heard, Psycho. Like, if they really, really wanted to, I think they could, like, take control in some way with Australia. I want to say, Az was telling me something about that, where, like, they instilled, like, some of their political members there or something. Gotcha, Drag. Okay. I'm sure at some point in school that was relevant. I probably didn't pay attention to that. feel like my standard grenades. They look like EMP charges.
Perimeter secured.
Damn, I'm gonna be full of items again in no time. Baby, give me the XP. Yeah, if we finish this early tonight, which is looking like we might, and probably will, unless the end takes me a lot longer, we'll find something short to fill some time with. It's short enough, maybe marbles. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit more FTL. It's relevant to Mass Effect. I'd like to try and unlock some more ships in FTL. And we'll get back into some retro stuff. I'm glad, Addy. Good fun to play. Boop. Mass Effect, no. Mass Effect's not yet retro in my opinion. Around 2005 is kind of where I draw that line right now. It's about 15 years, and Mass Effect was 2007. So, maybe in 2 years? I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, and in 2 years the next box should be out, right? So then technically it's 3 gens behind. I'd assume anyway it'll be out within the next 2 years. What if you played FTL with a mod that adds the ship from Mass Effect? That would be fun. I'd like to unlock things without mods, though. Get those achievements. Run these games were the biggest thing? Yeah. They're fucking awesome. Like, what else out there was like Mass Effect before Mass Effect? The other BioWare games were decision-driven, sure. And I'm not even sure what ordering those came out in. I'd assume Jade Empire was before this. And I don't know of any. Yeah, it makes sense, Drag. It's a lot to manage, right? So you subdivide everything up. You put people you trust in power and systems in power to make sure everything stays within some sort of a balance, and then you let them manage themselves. Play your racing games? I bet he is. Drag would be proud. I've got a foot pedal right now. Want one with 3 pedals on it. That way I can bind things to it. Use them as push-to-talk keys. Very fancy stuff. It was $9. Oh shit, that's a pyramid. Like that Mario 64 level. Where's the tornado at? Stupid fucking bird that's gonna steal Shepard's head. Yeah, KOTOR fed into Simulate, but KOTOR was point-and-click combat. There's a little more action. But yeah, it's along the same lines. And again, BioWare. Another great fucking game, though. Wow. I mean, honestly, Andy, I have them bound all to the same thing, but sometimes I want to use my left foot, sometimes I want to use my right foot. What is with these stairs? This does not seem safe. Yeah, they are painted on it. It's a fucking pyramid. How do we get in? Looks pretty cracked and fucked up. Yeah, well. I think we got a Prothean relic out here somewhere. So perhaps that's what it was supposed to be about. Whoop. this guy like the other one? No. It's got a big old X on it now, too, so I think we got the thing. That's how it's been for me as well, Drag. Oh dear, I have to stay inside and preoccupy myself. Whatever will I do? Oh, big jumps right there. I did have to run out to Walmart the other day. And Walmart is every bit as degenerate as I remember it being. First time I've been there in quite some time. Roll up into the 20 aisle or less, 20 item or less aisle to check out since I have one item. The lady in the cart in front of me has like 60 things. There's another person in front of her with like 2 things, but he's got a bag of nickels out. He's paying in nickels. It took like 15 minutes. Sleep scope changed. I'm trying to go to bed a little earlier. But yeah, I mean, raids end at 7. And usually I'm still not tired at that point anyway. So many funny stories. You know, like a lot of things don't live up to what you expect them to be, and you might go to a Walmart and not see anything, but there's just some crazy people there.
On my way.
Oh, didn't make it. We're gonna have to pay for this one. Oh well. I got the gel. Reaching the limit already, too. All right. Return! Return the slab! Or face my curse. So, what else we got out here? They wanted me to make a negotiation. Planet Nunwell in the Plotus system. Okay. Up the Gamma as well. Some out. Check these for skeins, of course, too. The dollar store and the person who checked me out had all the tribal head trimmings and the name tag said pimp, but I couldn't figure out. Oh, gosh. I've been to a lot of really nice dollar stores, although they're usually like Dollar Trees. I think it's at Hades Gamma. Pangaea Express is just making me hungry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Gamma one. Which one's that? Gemini Saga, the Hades Gamma. Plutus, Ananias, Cactus, Ormentia. Ah, fuck. Why do I have such a terrible memory? I remember any of this. Oh, there it is. Oh my god! Not enough drugs. So drugs would help my memory. I was taking lion's mane supplements, which allegedly help form neural pathways, allegedly helping with neuropathy, memory, and a couple other things. Really, really wanted to start growing my own lion's mane, though. They look kind of gross, but I bet they're tasty. Usually when things look gross, they taste good. No, I don't dig. But, it's a preventative thing. I mean, it's the main reason I wanted to try it was for neurogenesis. Allegedly doesn't give me comfort. I mean, it's literally just ground up mushroom dried. So, you know, it's not like it's like a chemically thing that could have, I mean, anything I guess could have technically negative side effects, but it's safe. Worst case scenario, you're paying $15 a month for something that doesn't do shit. I like to experiment with stuff like that, just see how it makes me feel in the long term. Find any way I can to make myself better or healthier. A lot of hazards. Judging by the footprints in the ash. Hey, I don't think we're talking about Ash anymore. She's gone. The two mercenaries were facing each other over the crate when they died, both suffering single gunshot wounds and have a rifle close beside them. Rhino semen helps with long, lush hair, but I've already got long, lush hair. Matriarch's writings recovered. Prying open the case, you discover a carefully wrapped handwritten copy of the Matrian Dillanage's treatise. It's unlikely she penned it herself, but the flowing bushwork and intricate watercolor inscribes clearly show and of a master scribe. Okay. Big money right there. Mercenary was carrying a League of One medallion. There's no indication. Trying to get weird shit. Well, I mean, those markets are really dangerous spots. I don't want to say dangerous, really, but they're like melting pots in general. And from my understanding of it, too, the person that first contracted it wasn't actually... I don't want to go too far down the conspiracy road, but the person who first contracted it was in the stall next to the people selling the bats. They didn't even eat them, they just happened to get something that somehow crossed over to them and they contracted it. Go ahead and establish dominance over that. Did Ashley die? Gloriously, yes. We were alive leads to too many renegade but I like renegade options. Maybe renegade for her. My kind of renegade's a little different. Right, somewhere there it is. We'll back in. Begin the bypass. Oh, it's way easier. Oh, they're gonna get rid of my shit, aren't they? Can I reduce to Omni Gel? I mean, I don't need like any of this stuff. It all looks good. Anything level 5, I guess, can get gelled. I got $1.6 million. That's a lot of money. Well, what are these for? Omni tools. Wow. What? Wow, that thing's incredible. Yeah, put that on. The Savant's Will. Yo, huge wowie. And what else can I put on here? Smash damage. I don't think Shepard's gonna be getting smashed anytime soon. Cooldown reduction is always nice. Let's go with that. As much as possible. Oh, here you go. You can have exoskeleton. What's your rifle looking like? Wow, it's a better rifle. Crossfire. You'll get caught up in the crossfire. 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 Ugh. Damage. Damage. Okay, let's equip that. Good commercial and even better song. I owned Crossfire as a kid. It was like the one board game that I absolutely wanted. It took me about a week to rip the gun off of it and try shooting it. It didn't work. If you have the gun by itself, it just drops the pellets right on the floor. There's no force. It's a little spring. Armstrong cluster. Okay, so this one might be good because it's a Geth one. Nadoxcris is located in the Vostok system. I feel like we already did that. Maroon Sea. Search for clues. Fight your way through the colonists while searching for clues. Oh, fuck me. I probably already did that. The Cerberus one was important, right? There's a nod in the second game. Voyager Cluster Yangsazi System. Indafu, okay. I mean, that was me to a T, Lyra. I loved breaking things and fucking around with them. Apparently, when I was a kid, every Christmas, by the end of the day, all the toys were broken. Did it say Armstrong? No, one of the others was Armstrong. Voyager. This one. I was saying, old school board games were way more exciting too. I had this conversation before, but I distinctly remember one that you like walk across this bridge and something happens and the thing's, it's like some evil temple and its eyes light up and the bridge shakes around and hurls shit everywhere. Crocodile Mile water slide. I never got to experience one of those in person, but those slides look really fun. I feel like I'd bust my ass on it now. Commercial really sold it. I am such a sucker for that type of thing too, dude. A good commercial will pull me in and I'll be done. Maybe being suckered into so many commercials as a kid is why I'm so skeptical of every game trailer that I see now. Hey, Mage Maroon, what's up? Oh, Dragon Age December might be fun. That might be a valid thing. We're actually just in the Mage Maroon cluster. Yoink will take that XP. Oh, hey, my favorite layout, once again. Jason Statham in the Dragon Age movie. I mean, he was in Dungeon Siege in the Name of the King, which was another ooey bow shitfest. I like to rant about that one, because it's so funny. His character doesn't even have a name, it's just Farmer. Ron Perlman also in it. I do not know what these things are doing. They're just kind of running in circles. Bait hasn't arrived yet. Well, be safe, Taco. You can probably look up homemade traps. I know, like, mixing a little vinegar with water and spraying it. If you can see where they're coming in from, oftentimes that'll fuck with their scent and they won't be able to find their trails. They'll have to make new ones.
Hold the line.
I don't know who Elijah Wood would play in Alistair. I would assume it'll probably be separate from the main stories. It'll probably be its own story. Well, Anteater would keep it safe too. I can get behind that idea. A new movie about Dungeon Siege sounds incredibly weird, don't it, though? I mean, it's not like it was okay, never mind. There was a lot that was pretty bad about it.
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
Ain't it the truth, though, Rex? Give Uwe about $20, he'll make a movie about anything. Kind of like Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage won't turn down any role. And as shitty as Uwe Bau's movies are, though, I respect it. The same reason I respect David Cage, and who's a couple others. M. Night Shyamalan, a lot of respect for him. Because they're going to make their movies, they're going to stick to their creative designs, regardless of how much flack they get for wanting to do what they want to do. They want them to be a certain way. It's not about making them the best. Just having a good time with it. I didn't play Dungeon Siege too much myself. I'm familiar with it with Shaw. I think I probably got like an hour or two on a friend's copy of it. Apparently it'll be directed by Ron Howard. Oh, dear God. Dragon Age by Ron Howard. It just it seems weird to me. Rod Howard. Wait, Todd? Oh, it all makes sense all of a sudden. They're the same person. It's just an alias. Yeah, and the last thing you want with fantasy is bland. There's already enough bland fantasy out there. I feel like fantasy is a setting that generally needs to be carried by its primary plot and characters. Whereas some things can get away with their universe being really cool. Oh my God. Bring on the XP. Die, you must die. You've eliminated the threat. Continue to the last nearby lab.
Shepard. This is my kind of mission.
You know what, Rex? Me too. We haven't leveled up yet, have we? I'm level 40. No, we're not at max level, so it goes even higher. This is to take it even further. All right, well, good things always come in trios. Where's the last base at? Base down here. We got Anomaly, we got Debrez. I didn't even realize anything was removed from that. I wouldn't mind checking that out, Satori. A cool movie. It's the type of movie, same thing with a lot of the films made by that, I think it's all the same director, Ninja Scroll guy. Was Ninja Scroll guy the same one that did that, or is that someone else? Maybe not. It all starts to blur together after a while, but a bunch of movies that fit into that category of like, they're cool shorts. I want to see more. Around and down and fucked. Super fucked. Alright. Well, I got all the Omni Gel I could ever need. Not sure what proton rounds are. They could be neat. Watch anime, but I did get Vampire D when it came out recently. I mean, if you're looking for recommendations around that, like if you liked that particular movie, I could probably get you a couple others like it. Oh, we got another pyramid up here. Illuminati on Mars confirmed. Ain't even Mars, I know. That was 240. Let's see what this guy gives. I would love to find a good English version of Hokuto no Ken. I don't think it exists, though, and it's got that really weird intro in the English versions, too. It goes from being cool and stylized to, like, some strange martial arts film intro. Make our own dub? What'll be interesting is one day we probably will have the technology to take a sample of somebody's voice, or a large grouping of people's voices, and then construct any sentence by them. At that point, you know, doing stuff like that would be really cheap and effective. Probably lose some character in some ways, though. Right, and yeah, but like on a large scale. Want you to source code? Really? Does it get used in a lot of ways? It seems like deepfake but for voice. There should be a lot of very practical applications in it. And hell, even deepfake outside of the porn thing probably would have a lot of really practical applications for making film.
I'm on. Take cover.
That would be kind of a creepy time to be. I don't know, maybe not. It seems creepy. It's not really a person, that's a collection of images, but it's no different than like watching an animated movie. Rear ad. Oh no, that's him. That was the guy on the call. You check for a pulse but find none. Admiral Kohaku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creature he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Oh, goddess. It's
That's crazy.
I guess
That was the dude that was
him after all.
that was in the council room. Are making James Dean into some movies? Well, they did that thing with Paul Walker too, right? In the last Fast and the Furious that he partially starred in. What I want this, like all of these seem so good, but we're not getting points like we used to. I really probably should go for the final pistol talent though. More damage. Dude, that's not. I'm not sure if these are stacking. The way that it increases, I don't think it's an additive. I think it's just changing it as a base. It doesn't seem as good as it seemed like it was before. I guess none of it is at that point then. More quickly with the heals, master first aid. I shouldn't have put points into charm. I'm regretting that now. Shield boost is pretty damn awesome, too. Last point in electronics is going to give me 30 more shields, so I think that's worthwhile. Yeah, I don't know, Satori. Like, it sounds good because it gives you a lot, right? What am I actually getting here? For 1 point, I get 0.5% damage and duration. I get 0.5% max health, which I don't really want health. 1% accuracy, and 0.2 regen. So it's kind of all over the place. Unity is kind of nice, but really just 1 point in Unity plus max first aid probably would get my whole squad up. Plus it heals everyone up. Hey, True, K-Bob, and Jace, good day, guys. Hope you're doing well, guys. That is a lot of Renegade. We're trying to finish the job here, too. What I'd really like to see, and I think maybe I need engineering for more cooldowns. Where is it? Oh, I'm a medic now, not an engineer anymore. Medic talents. And medic talents, so 3% reduce on each for each point here, include neural shock, which I'm digging right now. Reduces the recharge time on medical talents by 35%. First aid has extra healing, ignores toxic, and can revive. So shit, yeah, you wouldn't even have to go into Spectre training at all for that. The first point in this tree seems very worthwhile for the 5% health. 0.4% accuracy, 2%. Yeah, so 1 point in Spectre training is definitely very valuable. At the end of the day, the min-max is pretty unneeded in this game, though. It's fun to try and make a different build work. I feel like we're very strong against groups of mobs with disarm. We can single target, like if a Krogan charges in or something, he's gonna get popped. Okay. So that's finished. Dude, old BioWare is incredible, True. Absolutely incredible. You got Mass Effect. You got KOTOR. You got Neverwinter Nights. You got Jade Empire. You got Dragon Age. So many good fucking games that turned into multi-game series. And we're all huge and epic. Epic before the word became a meme. Baldur's Gate, there you go, there's another one. I'm sure there's more. Sometimes I forget BioWare worked on that game because of how low they went. How low they've come. Fortunately. Me too, man. It used to be the golden 3Bs Bethesda BioWare Blizzard for me. I'm right there with you, True. Inquisition's not terrible. Not as good as Origin. It definitely reeks of new game, but I enjoyed it a lot. I played on the hardest difficulty, was trying 100%. I got like 90%. I was in the last zone. Everything else was 100%. I was partway in, and then Monster Hunter 4U came out, and that absorbed a lot of my time. Fell asleep playing the demo? How could you possibly? What do you mean fell asleep, Taco? Are you crazy? How could you fall asleep during that? You know what? This might have to become a new thing, man. Look at this up. Let's just take a look here.
And that's when you press a button, something awesome has to happen. So button awesome.
Hey Josh, how's it going, man? Button awesome. You press a button, something awesome happens. That right there is the exact moment that BioWare went under. Yeah, I gotta get the full clip of that and do something with it. That honestly just sums up what I don't like about a lot of modern games. Find something interesting in this logs. Okay, mercenaries. The Macaroon system in the Artemis Tau cluster. Okay. Why'd you have that on standby? Didn't I? I can just look it up fast. Artemis Tau. I already forget what I said. Oh, Artemis Tau. Macaroon. There we go. Try 2 again. Might have had my hype blinders on since I was into 1. I think that 2 is probably a somewhat enjoyable game. There's probably some people that it hits the right buttons for. But yeah, I mean, 1 was so close to what I want from a game. Not perfect, by no means perfect. I would like more depth from the talent system. They have a lot of great ideas. The fact that you can discover talents by playing the game too, fucking awesome. More of that, please. I want a game where the first time I play through it, and what I do unlocks more talents for me to continue expanding my character in interesting ways. And maybe even on a second playthrough, some of those stay open so I can build around that. Terrible AI pathing? Probably. There were definitely memory leaks with it too. I had to restart it every 4 or 5 hours. Otherwise the load times took forever. Did they discover how to beat the Darkspawn? Ugh. Yeah, no, it's in line. But I think they did a better job in a lot of ways than from what I saw of Neverwinter and from Baldur's Gate 2. I mean, the gameplay was so much more fluid. Streamlined might be the word too. And in some ways, you know, I don't like streamlining things because people streamline it too far, and then all of my fucking weapon styles condense into one-handed or two-handed as opposed to having spears and katanas and all sorts of shit. Hey, shiny Toki 88 coming in with some of that usual positivity I see tonight. They declare war for nothing. War never changes. Relationships were cool too, yeah. How they fought better if you were friendly with them. There is a time to streamline, right. But they just go too, well, again, okay, I say too far. Too far for my personal taste is how I want to put it. Because I'm sure there's some people out there that never would have been able to get into that game. Why isn't it moving? Fuck, dude. Never would have been able to get into that kind of game had they not simplified some things, made them a little easier. Yeah, it's a good way of looking at it, Josh. You have a tabletop, you have such flexibility, you get to make the rules, so you can say, okay, my party is struggling with this, we're gonna pull that back. But they're really digging into that, so I'm gonna put more on there. It's definitely the joy of tabletop. It's a customized experience. Yeah, dude, Alistair and Morgan did not get along well. I don't know why, I was always a sucker for Sten. I use spells, definitely. I mean, again, for me personally, I probably would have cut down on a lot of the number of, like, auxiliary spells. I think that in tabletop, a lot of those, like, hey, we've got blind, we've got, like, I don't know, I don't even remember what else is in there. Mind control, we've got, you know, all of these things that incapacitate you. Fear, silence, there's a shitload. I'm okay with a few different ones, but there were like 10, 15? I don't know, it's a lot to take on. I think in tabletop it works out well because it tends to be less combat focused, but in Baldur's Gate there were tons of combat segments. You're constantly managing that stuff, and if you're not familiar with the game, it's definitely a lot to take in. Mass paralysis, yeah, the list goes on. The beat goes on, and the beat goes on. But that's exactly what makes it good, Satori. Everybody thinks that their group had the best banter. Because they found things that they enjoyed. It's got such a variety. I think that's exactly what it is, Josh. They're either chasing new markets or they're expanding. They're like, all right, we've got this group of people into our game. We want to pull that out. And unfortunately, when you expand out to more groups of people, you tend to narrow the fun down for those that already were into it.
Enemies everywhere!
Waters it down, exactly. There's no such thing as like, this is the best either. there will always be games that you think are absolutely awful and that no one could possibly like them. Like, man, this game is a real shit bucket. How could anybody possibly like this game? And there will be someone out there, probably a number of people out there that absolutely love it.
I'll kill you.
I'll never forget streaming Tingle's Rosary Rupee Land, thinking there will be nobody that discovers this game or our channel from this directory, because nobody would ever follow this game. And playing it, I was like, all right, it's not the worst game, but who'd be into this? And of course, with those thoughts in mind, the first day that we streamed it, someone came in, they immediately subbed, and they said, thank you so much for streaming my favorite game of all time. I can't believe I found this on Twitch. Well, there you go. For that, that was just somebody's perfect game. Which game? Tingle's Rosary Rupee Land. It wasn't a terrible game. It's just weird. It was super long. It had some really broken shit to it. And pretty repetitive at times. How could you hate Tingles? Well, first of all, I can tell you're trolling, because you always troll. But if that wasn't enough, his name's Tingle, not Tingles, so you don't even know what his name is. And secondly, you could hate him quite easily. Audio issues. What kind of audio issues? Are we robot mode? I don't even want most of this shit. I just want the XP from picking it. Oh, for Wand of... Okay, yeah. Zelda CDI games in general are going to have issues, I think. I don't know why it's not running forward, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. The Tingle, and he has a spin-off? Yes, he has a couple Tingle games. Rosary Rupee Land is a game where you are trying to get enough money and donate it to your religion. That way you can get sent to heaven. You can have your own paradise in heaven. You just collect money throughout the game and donate it. And your tower builds up to heaven. And as that tower builds up, you jump off of it and you fly with your balloon as far as you can out to different areas. So that's kind of like your mechanic. The more you donate, the bigger it gets. It's absolutely absurd. And I won't lie, there's some funny moments in it, but like the game itself is just confusing. There's a limited amount of money that you can get. And everything's done in a bartering system. So you'll run up to somebody and they'll be like, hey, do you want to pass through this checkpoint? It's going to cost you. And you say, all right, well, I'm going to barter on this. And you say 20 and they say no and they take your money. You lose that money. And you say 25 and they say no and they take that 25. And then you say, all right, how about 100? So they take your 100 and it was actually 35. So you lose a ton of money. And then like the ways of grinding are just so brutal because money's also your HP. It's a really obnoxious currency system. Yeah, that's correct, Lyra. Yeah, that's a good summation of it, Uhacked. An alternate Zelda universe where everyone is some greasy, unhinged weirdo. Hey, Restranza, what's up, man? There's something in this stronghold that I needed. Manto, search for clues. It might be something else on here too. Meet Darius. The Plutus. Nonule. I think that's where we're at. And maybe he's down at this other question mark. There's an exclamation point here. I think it wants me to do something in this. Hey, Frontman, what's good? And Console, welcome. We did that about 15 minutes ago, Satori, and they got their stuff on. At this point, there's probably very few upgrades left for me. I don't know if the items scale continuously or not. Yeah, there's something in here. It's like a sim of Scientology. I was thinking the same thing, honestly. Gotta get rid of those Thetans. It's the opposite of what you want to do in this channel. I'm gonna gather them. Okay, I'd like to take that one. We're not using Aquarian. Never mind, I don't need that. Reduce. The endless Oblivion games with it. Okay. Whew. Scary thought. I don't know. I think the Oblivion gates would have been more fun. Can I shoot this? Would have been more fun if there was more interesting loot from it, maybe. I've just never been a big fan of Elder Scrolls loot systems in general. You get what you need, and you're like, okay, that's that. Now I never have to go into a dungeon again. But then after you've done that, the game tells you to go clear 6 or 7 or 8 or however many there are, and you gotta run through them. It's like they give you a random enchant at the end. That's neat. That leaves room for some possibilities. Hey, Mr. Zombie, welcome to you. Not on stream. I played Kingdom of Amalur when it first came out. I was actually following Kurt Schilling's MMO project pretty closely for a while. Evidence good. And Amalur was supposed to be the equivalent of like Warcraft, the Warcraft games that lead up to WoW. It builds the base world, the background, all that jazz, and then they're going to release the MMO. So I was pretty hyped for that. Picked up Amalur right when it came out. It was fun, but it got boring. It got very repetitive for me. We're just talking about push a button, something awesome happens. Button equal awesome. Amalur had some of those issues, in my opinion. Like, my class was really cool. I had dual-wield chakrams, which is already a fucking big plus in my book, because I love hipster weapons. You throw them around, and you jumped and did flips and shit, but that's not into action combat that much. Play the trilogy with Rex alive? I don't think so. I think we couldn't transfer our save file last time for some reason, Taco. The save that I used by default had Rex dead. Such a big part of 3. That's when you're on Tuchanka, right? To fight that sandworm. Never go full Dune. Imagine these poor saps getting tossed around inside this car. A couple of eggs being shipped in a box. Oh, rare elements. Never played 3, not on Steam, and I refused to download Origin. I was in the same boat for a bit, Gatsby. And I spent $60 on it on Amazon, thinking that I was going to get a key that would work on Steam and had to use it on Origin. I said, fuck it. Got my spyware, played the game, was disgruntled, stopped playing the game. We played it on stream last time we did a trilogy playthrough, though, and 3 is it's different. There's some good to it, there's some bad. There's probably more bad than good, but it's an entertaining enough play. The multiplayer had a lot of potential too, but they just kind of left it at wave defense. That was silly. The biggest achievement you can do in this game to carry over through to 3 games. Oh gosh, I'm not sure. I'm not good with computer like that, Vane. But yeah, I mean, Rex is a major character, so killing him off early means you got to use a bunch of less impactful characters that get assigned in later. Because there's essentially a replacement for everyone who dies, if I'm not mistaken. Or anything that's required towards the main story. Go to the Amazon system and find where your shipments are at. Oh, shit. Well, it's completely impossible, Satori, right? Because you have to choose either Titan or Ashley. Novel. I still haven't done this. Darius. On the planet Novo in the Plutus Hades. Oh, I'm not even on the right planet. That's why I was exploring. Will I fly away without doing it? Shit. Which one were you? I already forget. Fuck me. Voyager? Ah, shit. Hold on. We're gonna look. Gotta look again. Plutus system. Hades Gamma. Plutus system. Where my Hades at? Does it not exist? It must exist. Plutus. Oh, there's Hades right there, guys. Skipped it. Plutus. Wonder what happens if you return to the Citadel? I don't know if it would let you. I don't know. Because we snuck off last time, right? We're supposed to be going and doing main story stuff, but kind of clowning around right now. Thought it was Nonuel, and we landed here. Maybe I did another mission or something like that and thought that I was on the right one and then flew away after. Oh, if it means punching him again, then we're in. We're going back. We'll save and try it once I'm done this, because I might have some stuff to turn in. Fuck it. We'll just try it. I don't need to turn anything in. Mercenary, probably. Crash probe, Warlord's Outpost. Was it the Warlord? I'd assume it'd be the Warlord's Outpost. Hopefully he's not already dead. Seems like a pretty chill planet. Nice purple hue. I get the feeling that it's just not going to let me go back, which is kind of a bummer. And it might as well have just sent me right to the main objective then. But maybe they wanted to give you a chance to go back and wrap things up on the other 3 planets. Yeah, I assumed as much, Taco. I want a couple more skill points, though. I'm not content being only level 43 or whatever I am.
En route.
I don't know if we came to this one or not last time. They all look the same. Can you get to 99? I figured 50 would be the max. There he is. Okay, let's save. Our junction, what's your function?
I hoped the Alliance would take this meeting seriously. Instead, they insult me by sending a military grunt to show me how tough they are. According to
that red stuff, is that Cheeto powder?
Mark of distinction is that you stupidly got your own soldiers killed on Torfan.
Bad choice
of
words.
I'm not here to put up with your crap, Darius. Shall we talk, or should I just shoot you now?
You can't speak to me that way. You and your Alliance owe me, Shepard. You see this gun? This is your gun. Your military set me up here, and now it wants to pretend it doesn't know me. But I know the truth. The Alliance
if that's ketchup on his face, fuck that. Ketchup smells so bad after a couple of minutes. Hey, Spiffy, what's up, man?
You want the respect you deserve, you piece of crap? Here you go.
You can't talk that way.
Well, that's not exactly what I expected.
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go!
Now I'm ready.
Another one bites the dust.
Go, go!
And another one down.
Enemy is everywhere!
Hey, Slip, what's up, man? Mutual response calls him a piece of crap before shooting. I know, right?
Enemy is everywhere!
I was hoping maybe we could work things out. Negotiations have failed.
Enemy is everywhere!
Well, it was all part of my plan, Taco. Everybody was talking shit about the poison rounds. Hey, Cosmic, what's good, man? Enemies everywhere! Go, go, go! Oh, there's Lord Darius. I'm sailing away. Yeah, punch him in the dick and killed him. Another red dot over here. Someone's hiding. Any day that ends with one less crackpot, self-proclaimed lord out on the frontier's a good one. You've earned your payday, millions for defense, and not 1 cent for tribute. He's just gone. He's just fucking gone.
That's the last of them.
Well, you were right about one thing. Negotiations were short. Oh, you got it, Mr. Spiff. Have a good lurk, my man. Little Turian paste tastes delicious on a piece of hardened baguette. Wonder how dead XP is looking. Negotiation. What do we got to turn back? Report to Hackett. Maybe he'll call me. If you need me, call me. I'll be here in a hurry. Oh shit, it's locked. Safe room. Hey, Archie, how's it been, man? It's Ponty. Upgrade kit, aka I don't want to take any of it because I've already got the best stuff.
Clear.
Oh, yeah, we can go upstairs too. Archie must have heard all the talk about Dragon Age. Exit door open. Perfect. Take my aid station. No thanks, just reduce it. Push R or something like that, we'll just take it apart. Tempting, but I've already got the rounds I need. Yeah, what do you enjoy so much about it, Jace? Definitely some cool parts to it. I assume that's what Andromeda was like, Satori? Kind of a cross between the two. The biotic amps you can get are absurd. Kaiden was throwing Gethclaw. Well, hey, maybe there's something to this Kaiden guy. Should he be in the party? Let's see. Amps. Take all. Are these amps, these guys here? These are Omni tools, because this Omni tool's got 23 tech cooled. What the fuck? Never mind. This one's even better. Wait, no, hold on. No, it's not. Yeah. So this guy right here, 3543. That thing's nuts, man. No, not even close. That's a shame. Favorite combat, but everything else was mundane. Oof. See, that's why I'm hesitant to even try it. Because I've heard maybe 2 people really enjoy it. Story was amazing. Oh, for Inquisition? Yeah, the story was great. Some of the companion stuff was great. I loved Iron Bull. My boy. Alright, well, we can probably start progressing here a little bit.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I'm sorry that you were unable to negotiate with Darius peacefully. His death is regrettable.
Yeah, he wanted to die.
Yes, the resulting chaos will create a power vacuum that makes future raids upon our miners unlikely.
Darius was your dirty secret.
You put Darius in power, but he was getting greedy.
Absolutely love it. Interesting, Jace.
The Alliance does not condone assassination. We would never give that.
I mean, I guess the conflicted opinion that makes me want to see what people like and don't like about it.
And because you're a Spectre, we couldn't reprimand you if we wanted to. Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Seemed all right. It was very objective based. Like, I definitely felt when I was playing it that I was just going from point to point on the map. It wasn't as much for me about actually exploring. That I didn't like so much. But a lot of the content was really good. Hey, Metal, it's going fantastic, brother. How you doing? All right, out to Elos. We're about to get some serious answers for serious gamers. Oh, there's a couple other planets here too, why not? In the golden age of Protheans, Elos was a verdant world dotted with spirals and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows this is no longer the case. Elos has been devastated by means unknown, its entire surface changed to the color of rust. The atmosphere shows heightened levels of oxygen. Wildfires, presumably ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning in the dark side. This indicates that most, if not all, respirating animal life forms have died off. Surface gravity is a comfortable 1.17. Jeez, that's not much more than Earth. A double shot on ice with Sriracha. What type of shot are we talking about?
Shepard, may I speak with you?
Glad you're here.
I was just thinking about you.
I have been thinking about you too. And what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must...
I'm glad to hear you've achieved a level of professionalness, Metal. Good stuff, man. Espresso and Sriracha. Okay, that sounds gross.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I would have come to you sooner, but I was afraid. A union with another species can be a life-altering event. I do not usually... I have never
Get those
done
B
this
cards
before,
ready.
Shepard.
Unbelievable!
Are you telling me you're a virgin?
Virgin
For the
does not
very
have the same
first
connotation
time.
in my culture as in yours. But it is true, I have never done this before.
The sex drums.
Barely
Boom, boom, boom,
these
boom,
are
boom,
my
boom.
standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. I want to do this, Shepard. And this may be our last chance.
We can wait. Just kidding.
I want this, Liara. I do. But are you sure you're ready?
What a gentleman, Shep.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our
Drums are
bodies and minds
intensifying.
unite.
Forget it.
I thought you'd never ask.
Woo! She is forward. Look at those penciled on eyebrows. Well, see, the eye thing kind of weirds me out. Damn, that booty crack. But he was still dressed the whole time?
That was incredible, Shepard.
Let's go again.
Commander.
Oh, Commander.
5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay.
I had better go. Duty calls.
Yes, the call of duty.
Shepard, whatever happens on Ilos, I just wanted to
That dress real fast. He's ready to leave. I should go.
For everything.
Hey, Busty, welcome back, man. No, Joker did not cock block us, okay? They banged like rabbits. Is getting near the end already? Yep.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Damn, Presley, chill out.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20
Make it
meters?
happen.
We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We
Hey,
have
Cannon,
to
no one
try.
asked your opinion.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
All right, somebody punch Kaiden.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
All right. Yeah, this game can be 10 hours if you rush it slipped. I think we're at something like 24, 25 hours right now. 30 hours is usually a high end. If you wanted to go to every planet, scan everything, do all the side quests, we've done a lot of them, but... Oh, baby, we're back! We're back in Minecraft!
You two, keep moving inside now.
Oh, jeez, watch out for the giant shadow!
Enemy sighted.
Got some creepers with them, they're gonna blow the door open.
We have to get inside the tunnel before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
So for anybody that didn't see this the other day, it's a bug with AMD processors. You can get a mod to fix it, but it was only in one other area. So we just went with a quick fix and enabled, or I guess disabled, some lighting, which is what makes everything look so funny now. It's honestly a little interesting to go through the game this way, because you can see the assets, and you can see the assets way better. This one from behind. But it made me realize a lot of them are from KOTOR, particularly on some of the space stations. Look at the comparison here. You're outside of the big blockiness on there. Yeah, it does. It looks very old that way. You can see it in some of the other assets as well. Are we supposed to be holding up here? Let me, very quickly, let me take a quick AFK. I'm gonna grab some water and run to the bathroom. Then we're gonna continue on. There's this planet, which isn't super duper long, and then there's the grand finale, which is outstanding from my recollection. We'll be right back as we move into that. I wish, Taco, they are long asleep. All right. We gotta leave the lights on. Is this, no, it's not. We gotta come in and do some other stuff. Alright, fine. I'll leave my precious Mako. Was a bit drug out. Guess I don't remember it. I remember this part being pretty short, though. And the twist that comes at the end of it's fantastic. Drug out like it was a big fucking acid trip. Welcome back to you, Jay. Thank you for that host, my man. Ooh, did he just one-shot me? Motherfucker. Tab out real fast and increment that counter. You, Jeffs. So ridiculous. You feel very powerful, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, RKO with a giant missile one-shot. Nah, man, only the tank guys really one-shot me. I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty, and we have a lot of shields. The snipers do moderate damage. They'll take my shields out, I think, in one hit. But yeah, on hard, they definitely... The Geth rocket dudes will straight fuck you up. Fortunately, I can just disable their weapons. And they can't do fucking shit. Yeah, I know, Taco. I could have tried to do the patch. I was a little worried if I did the patch that it might do something to the save file or break the game in some way. This far in, I'm not looking to cause too much trouble. Little AI hack, probably not gonna do shit. Hack and disable weapon. Look, you're useless now. How does it feel to want? Oh, no. His lights are back on. That means he's ready to party. Big level up right there. All right, let's go back to our 1 point. Yeehaw, 1 point. What did I say was our best route to go? I think I'm gonna go after medic. I'm gonna keep chugging down there. Reduces recharge time. Yeah, I like that. Medic. I doubt we'll finish it off before the end of the game. Well, then again, there's quite a bit of combat at the end, so maybe we will. Big boy enemies might hook it up. Always another quick save fail. Fucker, you shoot it. That's a wall, guys. That's what we call a wall. You're putting holes in the wall. And not for much purpose either.
That's the last of them.
Apparently so. And a save to boot. Take a look at what this should look like. Something looks kind of screwy with that wall, but man, it's so dark otherwise. Can it be hacked? Shit, my mouse is being funky. There we go. Not even really sure if hacking works. That's alright, we'll take his weapons out and then take his life. Hostile spotted. Threat neutralized. This is armature control. Amateur control, baby. Controls the amateurs. No, it's armature, okay. It should work on all Geth. It doesn't always seem to hit, though. Sometimes it feels like it kind of just dies off short. I have very few points to it, too. Geth Sapper. See, that sounds like the kind of thing that's going to run up and blow up on us. I don't like the sound of that. Get him, Shep. The Sapper has become the Sapped. Ooh, locked crate in the corner. Let's toss the save down and see what we get. Somebody is really cranking the bass upstairs. Saren must be listening to his new Eminem album up there. See, I know you voted for that one because KKND has a special place in my heart. Crush, kill, and destroy. Probably one of the first games I was introduced to. Most Trick, Phantom Detective. Tell me that's an FMV game and I'd believe you, Cuff. Like the album Immersive Sounds of Drill Operations. I think I caught that one on How It's Made, Metal. Today on How It's Made. Industrial machinery. But they just took a big piece of sheet metal and we're just waving it around. Oh, gotcha, Cuff. Okay, so similar vein then. Fuck, so close. I can get behind some of that. Fortunately, the game's sitting here fucking blocking my goddamn menu so I can't see what we're doing. $50,000? Jesus Christ, how much money do they need to give me? Why do the Protheans have all of this money treasure just lying around? What's on the playlist after this? For tonight, when we beat it, maybe some FTL, maybe some RimWorld or something just to screw around with, maybe some marbles. And then Crusader, we're gonna have to figure out something else. Crusader, if you could pick one game, what would it be? Why is it World of Warcraft Classic?
Hostile spotted.
I'm good, Satori. I know it's probably killing the person in you that loves to equip gear. Well, for some reason, I'm just not drawn to it. One shot, okay. For the makers of One Punch Man. Crusader, no regret. A night we're moved us to sleep? I don't know. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? Heavy Krogan Explorer armor, I can take that. Destroy him. Yeah, I don't think any of these are gonna be better, so I can Omni Gel them. Might not have such great armor, so maybe he could use something. Yeah, look at that. Colossus 7. Mantis 7 might be better. Oh, sure, why not? No, don't Omni Gel it. Let's put that on. Whatever that is, put that on. Ugh, spy sapping my sensors. Hell is that one? I hacked that one? It was just him. He was floating. let's put this down here, because I'm getting a little confused on where I've been and where I'm going. If I'm not mistaken, Lifeline's the one where you have to use your microphone, right? A little hesitant with those just because I'm going to be talking to chat. If somebody's life is on the line, that sounds like a fucking mess. I guess I just don't talk unless I'm saying something important at that phase, right?
All targets down.
You can tell all the targets are down because suddenly Shepard forgets how to run. There is only walk now. Yeah, we could probably find a way to make it work, Hunter. For a lot of love for one shot, I'm not seeing many requests for it, though. Get him out there.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after we went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Looks gross down here. I don't like it. Alright, so giant Armitroir Bay, which we've already tampered with. Hey, there you go, Archie, on top of things.
Take them out.
That's a lot of gap. Oh god, the destroyers too. Shit. Put a cooldown on all my abilities. Shoot him! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Heal! Ah, fuck! It didn't go off in time. Pop that back up. Grab back in. Yeah, these big boys, they are a trouble. I handle them before they get on top of you. Really wondering about this hacking thing. Maybe it's got a short range early on. Like if I just ran straight in here and boom.
Lost shields.
See, I don't think that worked. And now I think I'm super duper fucked. Me and the boys were super fucked. They might put a cooldown on my stuff too. Yeah, to hell with that. Just gonna have to stay back and play it slow. I don't think hacking works on the bigger guys yet. I might have gotten interrupted before it could go off, but I've tried it before and it just doesn't like to work.
Now it
Only at
gets
rank
fun.
1. This is where the fun begins.
I've lost shields.
Yeah. Yep. That shit's fucking me up good. Sniper rifle rules, I bet. And Liara drools. Oh, she's back. And she's gone. They might have a sniper of their own out there. Work him. Come on, work him. Yeah, me too, Rex. Me too. Well, there's no friendly fire, so I just I use her as a body shield, you know? Why not?
I've lost shields.
The game would do the same thing to me, and you know it. But GoldenEye would do as well. GoldenEye love to use their fucking teammates as shields. But Glassery Engineer. And I upgraded the specialization of Medic. I thought it might be interesting. It's been pretty solid. I'm not quite as effective against Geth as I am with other things. Now, evil doctor. I mean, I guess we could look at it that way. An engineer and a doctor aren't so different. A doctor is just an engineer who engineers on people, right? You're back, shell of a hero, I sure am. Like the McRib. I think this is our third stream back. Been tamping around with the setup a little bit. Still needs some work, but it will do for the time being. My second computer in the mail today. Really hoping it was going to be the monitor, but that'll have to be tomorrow, I guess. Time being. Yeah. You also saw the time being, Oh, he does not exist only in your mind, Crusader. I'd like to be able to do something with these things, shit. Seems to me there might be one more to interact with. Ooh, hold on. What's this security room thing? Is it up top? Jack the Ripper and Jules Verne travel back to the 1970s. In what movie? That Last Action Hero? The only movie I know of with Jack the Ripper in it. He might not even be Jack the Ripper. He might be something the Slicer. I don't even know, Jules. That's a bad guess. I'm just gonna say that's a bad guess.
Find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already
All right, my next guess is Moby
we're
Dick.
Just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Things got really weird after Geppetto got swallowed in that movie.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
It's a warning.
The message is all broken up, but
It
I
let
recognize
Garrus
some of the
die?
words.
Damn.
It's
Not
a
in this
warning
game, you
against the
can't.
Reaper invasion.
Of course.
Maybe in the second one. Probably the second. We can kill most people there.
An understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed.
Wait, how do they know about the Citadel?
Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
What happened to I should go? Now it's we? Very ominous. Hey, big circles. And these will both lead to the same spot. Well, we've already hit those buttons. Into the elevator we go. Wonder if we can turn the lighting back on. Nope, it's still dark as hell down here. So dark that the character models actually collapse upon themselves. Time after time. I love how cool this looks. Oh, Vane, I'm glad you're enthusiastic about it too. Alright, we need to go back up here now, right? It's definitely a unique take. Oh, one final Mako section. What happens if we turn the lights back on, though, here? Jesus Christ, even the whole Mako.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this.
You got a very steady voice considering what happens
might
here.
have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey,
because there's a
remember why
bug
we're
dig.
here.
This is how it's supposed to
Saren,
look.
the conduit,
But you can
the
see
fate of the entire known
character's
galaxy.
always this like black box.
I am sorry.
So,
I was
2 days
swept
ago
up in
we
the
enabled the
moment.
console,
I just hope we have the
which lets you turn
opportunity to
off the
study
lighting.
this
It's a
place
thing
in
with
detail after this is done.
AMD processors.
I thought Saren.
There's a mod to fix it, but I didn't feel like installing a mod and potentially causing problems.
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably
Looks pretty
tried to
nice.
keep
Yeah, it
themselves
doesn't look
alive
bad.
through
It's cool to see like the more designed view of it, I think. ASGB, welcome, man. Symphony was the last one we played, so it'll be a little ways till we get back to it. Very fun game, though. I respect Bloodstained, but I've been going through a Castlevania phase, so since we played all the old ones, then we hit 64. Probably we'll check out. We go here, right there. Probably we'll check out like Portrait of Ruin or one of the other ones.
What is happening?
It's a trap. Saren must have set an ambush.
It's a
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Rack's always the first one to panic and reach for his gun. Where's Garrus? He's on the ship. I'm not using him. Usually I do Garrus Rex, and I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I actually really like Liara as a support character. He's in the dumpster. There we go. That's where we put half-assed husbandos. I should go. Flop.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you.
Ooh, that's
Unlike
good to
the
know.
other that passed recently. Perhaps there is
Hey,
still
Beta,
hope.
what's up, man?
This is incredible. An actual Prothean
I guess you
VI,
could call
and
it
can
that. I mean, we do
understand it.
plenty of
I
damage.
have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you
Honestly,
will
Shepard's
comprehend.
pretty tanky as an engineer.
My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment.
We get a lot of
but that is
CC.
likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Get to the
Why did you
point.
bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The
It's a
station
trap.
is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the
the
empty
rumbling,
void
those are the
beyond
big drums
galaxy's
playing.
horizon.
The drums of
When
serious
the Citadel
situations.
relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
It's the perfect trap.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the
It's a
Reaper
really
fleets.
savage way to go about things.
Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people.
I don't know if we ever get an
World,
answer as to
system
why,
by
though.
system, they methodically wiped us out.
Why wipe out humanity or whatever the species is that's currently reigning and advancing? Why let them get to their peak and then knock them down? Hey, Ragnar, good day to you. 3 David Cage? No. 3 David Cage games in a week is a fucking treat, man. As long as none of them are Nomad Soul. Thank you for that, host, man.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us.
That's why you gotta have some people living off the
Their
grid.
fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy.
One of those hobbit houses.
Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered.
Take the best races,
their
incorporate them,
populations
kill the
enslaved.
rest? So what, they
These
take the
indoctrinated
technology, that
servants
it's like a
became
technology
sleeper agents under
farm?
Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
Why do they do
What
this?
do the Reapers get?
I guess maybe we'll get our answer here.
Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival
it does matter because
depends
I'm
on
curious
stopping
as the
them,
player.
not in understanding them.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was
You
taken.
to the second game? Well, what's
Certain
interesting
that all
though is
advanced
I
organic
could see
life had
them
been
giving that be
extinguished.
the answer in the second
Reapers
game.
retreated back through the Citadel relay
But
into dark
my dude over
space,
here just said it's
sealing it behind
something
them.
that the human mind can't comprehend.
All evidence of the Reaper
Which if they're just
invasion had
farming
been
for tech,
wiped
that
away.
can't be the case.
Only their indoctrinated
Or maybe he
slaves
just
were left
doesn't know.
behind, abandoned.
Because we deserve it.
Mindless husks, no longer capable of
They can't know
independent
that.
thought. The indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
I mean, I'd like to learn the backstory. I actually don't know it offhand. Maybe I knew it
You
at
said
one
you brought me
point.
here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the
Were they
Reapers attacked,
created
we
by
Protheans
organic
were on
life?
the cusp of unlocking the
They're
mysteries
limited on how
behind
far they
mass
can
relay
advance on their own,
technology.
and they need to continue to harvest
Milos
it.
was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives.
I don't think it's tech. They said
To
they'd leave
conserve
behind their
resources,
tech to
everyone
influence
was
the
put
progress
into
of technology.
cryogenic stasis.
I view that as like they
I was
do it so
programmed
that
to monitor
we
the
find it
facility
and we speed it
wake
up.
the
It's an
staff when the
expedient.
danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years
For some reason,
passed,
I don't think it's tech either.
decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one,
There's all
their
kinds of
pods were shut
bodies in
down
there.
to conserve
Let's see what the
energy.
Protheans look like.
Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
You couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely
Shepard
unforeseen.
understands.
My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains.
Yeah, I know about the Keepers
When the
crap.
researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species
But I
was
assume that
doomed.
was just another
There were
system
only a
of
dozen
control.
individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle.
Yeah, I mean, the plot to this game is outstanding.
The Keepers were the key.
It's got so... There you go, the Keepers. It's got so much going for it. It starts out as, you know, a well-written book where you start on an action planet. You know, you get a little taste of what's to come. You bump into what a Spectre is. You bump into Saren. He starts out with a little betrayal. Get a hook in there, so you've got some drama to follow along. And it gives you a taste of the supernatural with the beacon as well. Or I guess in science, it's not necessarily supernatural. It has an explanation. We just don't understand it, so it feels supernatural. And sends you to the Citadel, and becomes kind of a standard space affair from that point with just good writing. Until you bump into Sovereign, and Sovereign just blows your fucking mind. And you realize that the ship was the one in control, and the ship's actually a Reaper. Like, first big twist. And then this is the second big twist right here, where you find out that the Citadel, which was built based on blueprints, thought to be left behind, I think, by the Protheans. So we kind of find their technology and build based on that, is actually just another system of control left by the Reapers. They've actually set all of these things up, so when they're ready to come back and destroy us, they've already got everything set up to do it. Keepers?
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the
Citadel. That sounds fun, Ragnar. I'll have to look and
Before
see this
each
audiobook
invasion,
of it.
A signal is sent through the station, compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers
explains a lot, Console. I wonder what else he's done. I'll have to look into that name. Okay. Unless Saren succeeds.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside,
A lot of Star Wars books? Which ones? I've gone through a couple. I did the Bane trilogy.
Will override the Citadel systems and manually
Although I got a weird place with Star Wars. I don't really care. It's not that I don't like it, but I've already experienced so much Jedi and Sith content. Bane ones I thought so. Those were good. Those were really good. But I don't really care for it because there's so much out there between Jedi and Sith, and I'm much more interested in finding out more about, you know, the common man, or mercenaries, or smugglers, or, you know, space pilots, and any of those things. There's so many cool stories that could take place in the Star Wars universe, and, you know, like 90% of it focuses on Jedi or Sith. So I tend to shy away from those a little bit, and same with the games, unless they're exceptionally good. But the Bane trilogy was fantastic, and as it went on, and he became more of what I would expect from a Sith Lord. I had lost interest a bit in it, but that first book fucking knocked my socks off. There's another one I started doing. It was Thrawn, who was a ship, what do they call them? The big Dorito chip pilots. Rogue One is my favorite. Rogue One was pretty solid. I went into Rogue One not realizing that it was a lead-up story. I thought Rogue One was actually going to be the second of the new Star Wars movies, so I kept trying to draw all the connections, and then finally at the end, when they tried to give the codes out and Darth Vader was good on the ship, I was like, oh shit, this was a prequel. What the fuck?
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console.
Just everywhere. That doesn't help either.
When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit?
Always played Technomancer. I've heard you recommend that one before.
Conduit. Follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Let's move.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I actually do agree with that.
I will provide whatever information I can. My data banks, however, are limited to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
Really? Most of what I heard about it was good, Satori. It probably just depends what circles you keep, though.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations.
There you go. So that's what Console Crab said a second ago.
Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
And also harder to kill.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death.
Damn, savage.
I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Alright, what else? Beacons.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
That is, of course, unless we spend all of our time talking to this this data storage here, and Saren goes and takes over the universe entirely.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed.
Oh, totally, Crusader.
The Keepers did not respond.
But he's leading the charge right now with
Sovereign's allies
Sovereign.
were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
They live in the void?
Reapers come from dark space? How do they even survive out there?
We only have theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter a prolonged state of inactivity to conserve energy. Effectively, they hibernate for the tens of thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy.
You know what, Jay?
Why all this secrecy?
I've said before, it's my favorite game of all time.
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it.
Not as hot on the third one. Haven't played Andromeda, but 1 and 2 are outstanding.
But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden.
Hey, how's it going,
Saren is the
Shadow?
most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot
incorrect,
say.
Ragnar.
But it is determined
I would
to
say
reopen the
Mass
portal to
Effect,
dark space.
Dragon Age Origins, Alien Isolation. That's where it gets tricky. Majora's Mask, Detroit Becoming Human are my top 5 in that order. All right, time to go.
I've got the file. Come on.
The one
Yeah, the multiplayer was really, really enjoyable once they added more to unlock in 3.
If you hurry.
Ooh, and more Renegade End of Level. What are you doing, Detroit again? I don't have a PS4 anymore, unfortunately, Drag. So maybe if they go on super sale at some point, I'll pick one up. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the last one. Coming to PC? Yeah, there you go. Then I can play it again. And Detroit is just such a great game. We did a double playthrough. Another reason, though, I would like to get a PS4, and I know Drag likes this one too, was for... What was the other game? The kids in the cabin and the Wendigos.
All their advanced technology and the
Last...
taken in by the Reapers.
It's like a 2-word name.
They failed.
Someone's about to get it in chat. Someone's gonna get it. Do we know who are the Keepers? So what they said, Psycho, was that Until Dawn, thank you. Also, Drake, welcome, man. I'd like to do another Bloodborne as well. So the Keepers, all right, so you gotta know the Reapers and the Keepers. So the Reapers come back cyclically, right? Which you probably already know. And apparently when they come and wipe out all the intelligent species, they'll harvest some and keep some indoctrinated as slaves. So the Keepers, they suspect, were one of the first, if not the first, that they took. But because they're an organic, they left them on the Citadel and they kind of grew and advanced in their own unpredicted way, which led them to basically be enslaved to the Citadel itself. So the Keepers are always there keeping the Citadel, and they're kind of loyal to it, even though they do help the Reapers just by doing that. Until morning, oh god. The thing is, we were scanning. That's correct. That's exactly what they are. Which is why it's neat that they have you do that, because you have no idea. You think they're just they're taking care of the Citadel. It's like, yeah, they look like robots, but they're actually an organic. One's enslaved, now still kind of enslaved in a different way. Yeah, I'd love to do Until Dawn again as well. I need to keep everyone alive this time. I just love those games so much. Those style games are so much fun to stream. I feel like they're short. You get through them in a night and a half. There's always something fun going on. There's so many reactions. Collectors. I do remember the Collectors, yeah. And their job was to find specimens of life that they'd be interested in. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I vaguely remember them, and fortunately their name keeps them obvious enough as to what they do, right? We've got the Keepers who keep, we've got the Collectors who collect, and the Reapers who reap. Good thing these all translate nicely to modern modern languages. I wonder if it's worth running and gunning our way through here for more XP. I get pretty good just from shooting. Next level, I get my final rank of Neural Shock. Now that's going to help much against the Reapers. We'll take the Colossus down on foot. As much larger than a top 5, Satori. It's hard, though. It's really hard to pick a top 5. Like, even a top 10, I feel like I'm always forgetting something. You know, there's so many games that have influenced me in so many ways across so many different genres. You know, how do I not put a Final Fantasy game on there or an Elder Scrolls game on there? How do I not put Warcraft on there? I mean, World of Warcraft is without a doubt the game that I've played the most in my lifetime. Sickening amounts. Changed me as a human being. The Reapers were only scared of one being in all the galaxy who could defeat them all easily. The console crab. They don't know how to understand him. He's a rogue agent. Hey, Robin, welcome to you. I suppose it's turned that way, yeah. Although, when talking top 5, Satori gave me more like a top 50. Can't do a top number list. I have favorites, but I mean, I've played games since the NES. There's just too many. Exactly, yeah. And even like naming top Final Fantasies, like how do I compare Final Fantasy IV, aka 2 in the US, which I really, really enjoyed, compared to 7? Or even 11, the MMO. I love 11 a lot. And we had this conversation a little bit earlier too, but it's really tough to rank things because of time too. It's all time. Well, time's constantly changing. And my mood and what I want to enjoy in that moment is constantly changing too. I definitely hated that game, Satori. We tried to play Super Nintendo Jurassic Park. The FPS sections were so fucking laggy. Maybe not the game's fault. I mean, maybe looking back, that's what you enjoy the most, but I couldn't imagine playing, what was Final Fantasy 1, like 88 or something, 87? Going from the games that were around at that point in time and then playing FF1. Same for Super Nintendo FF2 and Chrono Trigger. Oh, they're such good games for the time. Sometimes you gotta go into the Matrix, Lyra. You're like 15, definitely an unpopular opinion. But I won't fault you for it.
The conduit.
Everybody wants something a little different.
It's incredible.
We
don't Ragnar, have fun, man.
The view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
I beg to differ. We might get a cutscene and just fly through them. Woo! There's the boys! I guess the boys singular for now. No, is that the boys? I can't tell. They look like Geth ships. Geth ships with one Reaper. There we go. I don't think we got the codex for the Council's flagship. They're probably feeling real fucking stupid for trying to have Shepard wait, though. 8's definitely something, Northball. I actually hated it the first time I played it. I only played a little bit of 7, and I got 8 when it was newer, and I was expecting to hop into a fresh experience and get another 7. The visual style, the start of the school really put me off to it. We went back and played it on stream, and I loved it.
Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control, do you copy?
We can probably fix this. Oop. Now we looking good. And now we looking bad. We're gonna go in shadow mode for the rest of this, because I want to see the nice lighting in the cutscene. Hey, speaking of crabs, how's it going? Ease crab. All right, so we're going towards the giant black Cheerio in the sky. Hold on, those are Colossi. I need those. Those are XP. Oh god, it's closing. Never mind. The conduit's closing. There's a timer on this one. No XP for me, please. Woo! 8, 7, 6. And vroom.
Critical failures detected.
Oh, my roommate when 8 came out, I just don't think graphics can even get better than this. That's how PS3 made me feel for a little while. Some of the PS3 games are fucking gorgeous. And Mako, for the first time, does not land on its feet. I'm curious. I mean, I know we literally just said this, but I can't imagine graphics themselves will get much better at this point. Because it seems like it's a curve for 3D, and I guess for 2D, where as time goes on, it's going to get harder and harder and take more and more to increase the visuals. But I think other things will start to look better. The models may not get that much more advanced. Textures may not get that much more advanced, but the lighting, the particle effects, you know, the amount of clutter in a scene, those type of things play a really large role. Who are we letting die? No one? I mean, we killed Ashley. I don't know if anyone else dies. Yeah, world size is increasing, that's right. Things like that I think will be the upgrades that we see. I think audio as well. Hey, how's it going, Zerd? Yeah, draw distances. I mean, even playing some older games, you didn't notice it as much back then, but when a draw distance is really short now and you see things popping in, it looks like crap. Well, it does slip, but again, like the increase in quality that RI picks up, I think will be much more condensed as time goes on.
They're sealing the station.
It just takes so much more. It takes larger device sizes, more download time, which all that stuff obviously speeds up too. As they do it more procedurally, then sure, yeah, better tools will help improve it as well. It's like, how much more realistic can it get? Boop! Move, bitch! Get out the way! Hey, what's good, Wise? You see, that's a problem. You got a Reaper in your Citadel. VR keeps picking up steam. Yeah, see, VR would be the next step from that, where VR it's lower on the curve, so it is way more to develop. Yeah. Oh God, where's Tuxedo Mask? Guys, if you're under 18, close your eyes. We're about to see hot Citadel on Reaper action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. And PS1 was probably even better, Paul. They both have phenomenal libraries, and the 2's was, I think PS2 had something like 3,000 or 4,000 games for it. It's insane.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
Oh my, how lewd. Ooh. I love too that the size of this also explains, even though we didn't go through a lot of residential districts, the size of this really encompasses a whole civilization, or a set of them. See all the residential areas. A big thing for me for some reason. All right, before we start this, because this bit might take a little bit, I'm gonna do a very quick AFK, grab myself some water, run to the bathroom, stretch my legs. We'll be back in just a second, then we're gonna finish this bad boy up. Hey, thank you for the welcome back, Crab, and Jay Really Plays. Good timing, man. Thank you for the raid, and welcome to the Raiders. How we doing tonight, guys? Hey, Spiffy, welcome back to you. Y'all just in time. We've entered the final phase of the game. But fantastic, that's what I like to hear. The Citadel is under siege, along with Ram Ranch. Hey, Kyle, welcome to you. Oh, me too, man. Mass Effect, my #1. Hey, Gabble, doing great, man. How we doing tonight? Currently playing as Engineer. First time I've ever played a non-combative class. I mean, it's still combative. It's all combative. But we get some pretty cool CCs. We got lots and lots of shields. No brakes, obviously. Soak it in. Look at that. Like flying over a major city, except it stretches in all directions as far as you can see. Awesome structure. I see a Krogan Warlord. Oh, perfect. Ah, oh, fuck, that wasn't him though. That was Geth. Yara immediately getting put into the ground. Nah, this is the Citadel, Spiffy. Oh, don't die. him there. Disable this Geth Destroyer, work on his shields. He's coming in anyway, probably gonna kill me. Bring Liara back up and pop a heal real fast. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna pop some spoilers here, so if you haven't played the game, you should probably close your ears, and you probably shouldn't be here for the end of the game anyway. You find out that the Citadel, which is the hub for all the species in the galaxy to meet up and live and decide politics, was actually passed down. I'm guessing they found it from what they thought was the Protheans, or built parts of it based on the design passed down by the Protheans. But it was actually of Reaper design, and the Reapers and the Keepers work together, whether the Keepers know it and want it or not, in order to use this as a giant relay to summon the Reapers back from deep space and to wipe out all living civilization. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. Trying to save the galaxy, at least as best we can. The Citadel's shut all of its wings to try and keep itself safe. What do you mean we'd be better off? We'd all be fucking plant chow if the Reapers won. So this was based on real life, that's correct, yeah. Yeah, Abs, we're on our way right now to this. We're about, I don't know, 500 years off. We gotta get to Mars. We gotta find the relay. We gotta mingle with the enemy, the alien species a bit. Ow. That's coming right for us. Holy shit, he is just gone.
That's the last of them.
Oh, is he coming down? Oh, fuck off. What do you mean that's the last of them? The Geth Destroyer literally right in front of us. The Geth Flyer, seriously. Your quick save has failed. Drone ship, what the fuck is that? That sounds like trouble. Is that you? Oh, you know what? Maybe we have to, like, activate these Citadel defense turrets. Here we go. Here we go. Helltaker is amazing. A game about rounding up hot demon girls is exactly what the world... You know what? That's all you, Ono. Have fun with it. Hot single demon girls in your area, looking to bone. Excuse you, that was just an option for me to interact with. Maybe we already hit this, I just didn't pay attention. Yeah, it looks like it's shooting. Any biotic life forms out there I can mind control? Like 30 minutes, that's pretty short. Might have missed it, but I forget. Why are the Geth you mean, involved? Yeah, so Saren's indoctrinated, and he reactivated the Geth, I want to say is the term. I don't know if they were set into lockdown or if there's some way that they can be programmed. But yeah, Saren has assumed control over them. And for those that don't know, Saren is indoctrinated. Which is what Reapers do to organic life. They can take control of them, grip them very tightly or subtly. Assuming direct control. Guest runner coming in. I don't know if it works robotic. If it works on robotic, like no, I don't think it does. But you can just program robots. So I'd assume that they're super advanced computers themselves, right? So they can probably just reprogram a robot if they needed to. Okay, the Renegade's maxed out. There's my final point in medic. Very cool. This is the first out of all my playthroughs that I found, thanks to Taco, that if we go to the moon, you can actually get one of 2 specialization classes. Hey, Joyless, welcome to you. Another like little robot action. And just like R. Kelly, he can fly. Whee! Oh shit, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's Sovereign right there, I think. Well, hard for me to tell on the perspective, but let him fly it over? You do have the ability to hack things. It never seems to work though. Maybe it will on the lower levels. You're on this. Oh shit. Okay, so he's already feeling me up right now. It ain't even the second date. And epic music just completely cuts out for no reason. Yeah, I think we need some sort of ambience here. There we go. There we go. What better way to celebrate Mass Effect than with the proper background music? Woo! What a fucking awful way to die. And that sucks. I was just trying to disarm him, too. See how horrifically far back we are. Are we all the way at the start? Because that's what a good game would do. A good game would waste 20 minutes of your time by not letting you save the whole way through. I think this might be a second phase. I don't think this is the very start. I guess the music's back now, too. Just for the record, I was quick saving, like, every skirmish. Oh, I've lived 19 times, Ray. Or Jay. You always get back up again. Chumbawamba fallacy. I get knocked down. I think this is where we just were, so I think it did save. Poisoning a turret. Now I've seen it all. Bring the boys and girls back up. Get a heal out there. I just don't know what to believe at this point, Satori. We've seen some pretty wacky shit when it comes to the game saving and letting you save. But yeah, my heal now resurrects people and brings everyone back, so hey, pretty good stuff. That hit me too. Big bummer. What do you mean you can't walk over that? Shepard! Thank you. You just sneak up on his side here, pop him a couple times in the head, he's out of there. Let's not walk right into the missile slowly floating ahead of me. my disarm to finish that up real quick.
All targets eliminated.
Oh, they actually are, too. That's nice. More targets. Yep, we gotta save. Let me drop combat momentarily. Ah, so we could have went the high road or the low road there. That's interesting. Nice, Robin. Oh my god, I think we've made it. Medkit action. 1 Metagel.
Hostile contact.
I don't have anything full-time after this. We'll probably do an FTL run or something. I'd like to do some Silent Hill 4. We'll do a couple more NES, SNES level games too. A cycle between all those. We're gonna be playing Sekiro this month. Oh, some Battletoads. There we go. I mean, to unwind from an RPG, I think Battletoads could be good, but for tonight, probably some one-shot. I know, Rob, but I've been addicted to it too. Fuckers made me play it. I was gonna say Marbles for an hour that one night, and you guys were like, no, play FTL. I forgot how thirsty that game makes me. I'd like to try and do some quest runs if possible. All right, so we got 2 for Dino Wars. 30 minutes, not exactly stream material, but curious now. Boop, 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 boop. Freeze! Psycho with us. You know, Psycho, I looked at that today. Moog would probably shit himself if he was in bed and missed that, though. We'd have to start it at the start of a stream. Although then again, fuck Moog. I played it for his birthday and he fell asleep beforehand.
You wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Yeah, killing Geth is
Had
slow
to wipe
work.
out a few hundred of your followers along the way. Sorry if I kept you waiting.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The
Mine's
Reapers will
tomorrow.
return.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember to wish you a happy birthday tomorrow then.
I'm heading to that master control pad.
47
and you
years
can't
young,
stop me.
nice.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You're still
Fancy
dead.
hardware is not gonna save you.
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About
Here's the
Sovereign
best part of the
manipulating
game.
me. About indoctrination.
If we can pull it off.
The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign
Hey,
sensed
Wings,
my
belated happy birthday,
hesitation.
man.
I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely.
Yeah, there we go.
I understand
They
that the Reapers need or
erased my doubt by
us,
controlling me.
and
I'm probably
Sovereign
not
will find a place
indoctrinated.
for you too.
I'd rather die than live like that.
Then you will die. And
If we fuck this up, I'll reload.
everyone you know and love, everyone you've ever met. Don't you understand? You will all die. The Reapers
Fuck it up.
cannot be
Oh,
stopped.
maybe not yet.
Not by the Protheans, not by you. The
Hey,
cycle
Classic, what's up,
always
man?
continues.
The Reapers don't use organics. They devour and discard them. As soon as the conquest is over, you'll be cast aside.
I had no choice. You saw the visions.
Oh, he
You
flipped pretty
saw
hard
what
there.
happened to the Protheans. Surrender or death. There are no other options.
You gave
You
up.
could have resisted. You could have fought. Instead, you surrendered. You quit.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for...
You need a lot of renegade for this to work out, or intimidation. And the first time I saw that you could do this, I was blown away.
Too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
Saren, it's never too late.
There's still one way to stop this. If you've got the guts.
Goodbye.
Ooh! Holy shit! Yeah, no, me too, Paul. This literally made my fucking jaw hit the floor. You can talk the final bad guy into killing himself. Completely bypass the fight, which admittedly isn't that hard to do. Dude, big fuck yeah. But wait, there's
Mitchell's
more.
data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
It's all about the options. It really is, Grab. It makes you feel like there's choices.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The council
Yeah, otherwise we would have had to have fought him. I want to say the first time I didn't play full Renegade, I was like 60% or something, and I may or may not have maxed out Intimidation, and... Fallout is another great one, man. That's why Fallout 2 is one of my favorites of all time as well, and I didn't even put it on my top 5 list.
You were expecting someone else?
We caught that distress call, Commander.
Fallout 2 had some of the most satisfying characters and interactions.
Just unlock the relays around the Citadel.
Frank fucking Horrigan, man. That last
You'd
fight.
sacrifice human lives to save the Council? What have they ever done for your kind?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
It really
That's
is,
why you can't
Jay.
throw away reinforcements
It's
trying to
a
save
little
the
janky
Council.
to play. You get
Hold
used
them
to
back
it.
until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
I found a failing path and wasn't able to complete the game. The Shah fortunately was able to help me out and allow me to edit some save files so that I could complete the game. That was outstanding to see the end of. Yeah, let the Council
Hold
die.
off, Joker. We're not sacrificing human lives to save the Council. Keep our ships
Yo,
back until they
fuck
can
'em.
get a shot at Sovereign.
This has got to be the hardest
Sacrifice
Paragon
for the
choice in the
greater good.
game.
I only pray it is not made in vain.
I didn't realize Vane was in this
All
game.
Alliance ships, hold formation.
Hack it, you
Wait
son
for
of a
shot at
bitch.
Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel. This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage.
I think the Ascension is about to ascend.
Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel.
I think I hung up on again. Why is it? Because the fucking the Council are assholes to you the entire game. Do you really want to send people out to save them and bail their ass out? Fuck them. Way more satisfying to watch them burn and then replace them. Assholes and incompetence, the worst kind.
Make sure he's dead.
You know, this area looks a little bit like a boss arena. If I didn't know any better. Leave him on hold with elevator music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
He's
Dun, dun,
dead.
dun, 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 dun. Kaboom! At this point, he's just a flesh puppet. Sovereign's just taking him over. He's just turning him into a husk, I guess. Like a Saren-esque husk. And God, he's ugly. Got that loot box armor. It keeps you alive.
I am sovereign, and this station is mine.
Where he at, though? I break his shields? Oh, he auto-overheated me. He's flying away! Oh my god, I love this game! Oh, the singularity! Can you push him too? I guess we already pushed him. And Liara's back. She's down, and she's back. Yeah, I can't use most of my powers on him anymore, I don't think. Spectre equipment? Yeah, I got the Spectre pistol. I don't know if there's a Spectre armor. It might be. The fleet's falling! Stop him! Stop this monster! There might be. I checked the Spectre shop, I didn't see it. The one I have is pretty insane.
Chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Hear that, Seth Green? No matter what the cost. Oh yeah, cool. So his shields replenish every fucking phase too. Nice. That's alright, my powers come back as well. I can't recommend Fallout 2 enough. Especially if you get it patched up and working well. I was really hesitant because I didn't care for the first Fallout very much. I had a lot of issues with it. It wasn't satisfying for me. Minus a couple of the cool cutscenes. I put off playing Fallout 2 for a long time for that reason. Man, once we started, I had so much fun. Widescreen? Next time we play it, I'll check it out. Really, my only issue with this was, like I said, it was a bad path at the end of the game with Scientology. I sided with one faction, and then I saw that Tom Cruise was in the game, and I decided with Tom Cruise, which fucked me over. Got me into this, like, weird state I guess I didn't expect you to go into. Whew, there he goes. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Always blow him up. I had to, though. Juan Cruz. And I always want to say Christy Brinkley, but that was Chuck Norris's thing. I don't remember the other character. I wonder why it just falls apart there. Was it because of the damage? Or did we stun it by killing its avatar? Thought with Tom Cruise will do that. I mean, I hear Scientology basically pampers him. He has, like, tons of people that just bring him water, change his diapers, all that stuff.
Hard on my flank! We're going in!
Glorified ad he is, yeah. They managed to make this feel very satisfying as well, even knowing that there's a second and third game. I don't exactly remember how the Reapers can even come forth now. But they must get out of null space somehow. Maybe they automatically awaken as well, and they just kind of stroll up in. Just trudge it up. Okay. Like, oh shit, we didn't get summoned in this time. I guess we'll just have to float in. That's probably why you have time to build up then.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Oh, come on. He's not dead. Hey, Anderson and I, too late for this party? He's not even on the ground or winded. Just doing a quick victory lap around. No big deal, guys. Let me strike a pose. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite chop on the Citadel. I don't like his neck, though. The turtleneck's a bit much.
We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd
yeah,
like
that's
to end
Keith
this
David,
meeting
all right,
with all my
Spiffy.
teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded,
Keith
we'd all
David
be
punched
dead.
Udina because he's a piece of
I
shit.
understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing.
There's a lot of heat in the neck. I
We
guess
had
that
to
makes
hold our
sense.
fleet back to
That's
go
probably
after
why I don't
Sargon.
like him, because it makes me hot.
It's the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Council
Opportunity
is
for
dead.
humans to sneak
The
in and make
galaxy
their
is
own
looking
council.
for leadership. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. The losses have made the Alliance stronger. If we step forward now, nobody will be able to stop us.
Restore the council.
This wasn't some plan for the Alliance to seize power. We need to work with the other races to rebuild.
Humans really are greedy in
Noble
this universe.
words, but your actions tell the real story. Ever since you became a Spectre, I've been watching you, Shepard. You're completely ruthless.
But he gets the job
Sacrificing
done!
The Council assured our victory over Sovereign. The end justified the means. We humans understand that. It's what
Hey,
makes
that's
us
a good day, man.
stronger than the others.
What are you saying?
The galaxy
Media,
needs
welcome
leadership,
in.
real leadership. When a crisis hits, we can't be paralyzed by debate like the old Council. The new Council must rule with a single voice. It must be assembled from one species
welcome
alone,
to you.
humanity.
We'll need to use force. And this isn't
We need
right.
to work together with the other species. It's
Vortex,
the only way we
just in
can
time,
stand
brother.
against the Reapers.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before.
Oh, yeah, and
They
you
don't
have,
know what to
Udina.
do. They want us to step forward. They believe in humanity because of you. Your ruthless pursuit of Saren and the Geth, your defiance
I am
of the
Renegade,
Council,
but I don't like Udina.
That's what humans are capable of. That's how we can defeat the Reapers. The others will
Hey,
follow
the
us,
best
Shepard.
royal
They
burger
know
ever.
we're their only hope.
Ever, not even
We
ever.
will have a human council with a human chairman.
The ambassador's right. I may not like it, but we can't deny the truth.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our chairman
Obvious
should be.
choice. Joker, get over there.
We're about to go into war. We need someone with military experience. Someone like Captain Anderson.
You make a good case. Captain, are you ready for this?
I don't know if any of us are
That was the
ready
truth.
for
What
this,
was the truth, Gabe?
but I'll do what I can. So what happens now?
We quit wasting time.
You two can argue politics all you want, but the Reapers are still out there.
Just
They're
have different
coming.
R2 and 3 without the council?
And
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
sure,
find
to
some
be
way to
honest.
stop them.
I'd assume you have a little bit more power, especially with Keith David in control, since he's more on your side.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. And no other species in the galaxy truly understands what it will take to survive. The other races will have to follow our lead. We need to take
yeah, so
control.
that was true.
It's time for humanity to rise up and seize
It's
its
true that
destiny.
Udina was right, that humanity needs to step up. Looking a little red there, Shep. And then you can stare into those cold, lifeless eyes as he looks off into the galaxy. A man that knows only completing the mission. It was a little convenient at times. Yeah, it's tricky to make a game like this because there's so many things that branch out, and the more that you branch out, the more you have to write 4 endings and bring it all together, right? Yeah, build your own adventure. So I think the best games probably do the Telltale thing, even though people love to hate on Telltale, and have, you know, let's say like 3 or 4 major endings that can occur, and then 20 or 30 different pieces that can shift around differently and combine them together that way. Because otherwise you don't have any structure to your story and you have a bunch of lame-ass endings that don't even make sense. So yeah, it's kind of forced that it goes in that direction. I mean, what else are you gonna do, not have a council at all? On Andromeda for $5? Still too expensive according to Vane. A main problem sometimes is the dialogue choices really don't match what you say. Yes, and I think they fixed that a little bit later on. Dragon Age 2 tried replacing the dialogue wheel with like the angry face, the happy face. That was just stupid. I didn't like that. Of having to write endings that only 1% of people will get. Yeah, and that means voice acting, that means animating. Unless it's the true ending. Like, I think a finalized ending, especially, you could do that with. But even then, still, do you need more than like 3 or 4 endings? You're following a story, you're not following a true choose-your-own adventure. I'm not familiar with this song. This is pretty slapping, though. I don't think we can romance Rex. I didn't have the option to cure the genophage this time for some reason. Man, what an absolutely phenomenal game. Definitely every bit as good as I remember it, perhaps even better. You know what, it is even better, because we learned new things this time. It's like my 4th or 5th playthrough, and I've never realized you could specialize your class. That you can go to the moon and get a specialization. That's fucking awesome, but there's still stuff I needed to find. Holy fuck, why is this so loud? Not only that, but I realized that there are even more things like the Rex romance that depend on this game too, which is outstanding. The fact that things can trail back that far and have effect in the 2nd and 3rd game. Paint your doorknob waifu green. Oh no, I think we'd be up in arms. There's already enough rioting across the US right now. Doorknob John would be the final step. They agree. Yeah, I mean, this hits all the notes for me. This is my ideal style of game. Story driven, cool and interesting choices, vast, unique-ish, pretty unique-ish universe. It's more or less, to my knowledge, built from the ground up. Good pacing, good voice acting for its time, good visuals. You have a green door? No. I'd like to have seen them, like I bitched about before, I'd like to have seen them increase the availability of builds, as opposed to just, here's your little spreadsheet of points and they all don't do that much. I'd like to have seen a bigger list of skills, maybe more like KOTOR, in KOTOR's direction. Oh, absolutely, Shell. Oh, Ashley! I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. Hold up. Hold up. See if that's a little better. Oh my god, it didn't even change. Sad Mass Effect's pretty much dead. Well, I think 3 should have been the end, and there should not have been any more. I mean, maybe Andromeda, you know, you can pick it back up, but I like having a universe contained and just having my whistle wet. And when it's over, it's sad, but it's bittersweet. I'm more just sad that BioWare's dead. I think that's just the cycle of game companies. There's a company that reaches its prime, makes outstanding games, dies off, and then something else comes up and takes that place. Hey, brother Tristan, how's it going, man? I know I turned it down 50%. From 20 to 10. Alright, we'll get a nice VOD mute for this. I bet this song is into... Nah, man, I did it in the mixer. There's no reason. No reason it should still be so loud. What's this attempted streamer filler? Just play Rayman. I don't have Rayman with me. My physical copies of Rayman are still in the mail. As is my capture... Well, no, my capture card got in today, but it's not set up. That's a lot of marbles potential right there. E5 on sale, PSN. Unfortunately, I don't have a PlayStation. But maybe somebody else can do something with that. Heard great things about it. My favorite Persona 5 is the length. It's not the girth, it's the length. Yeah, I think we're probably going to do some FTL. Of course, we got to rock out to this song as much as possible. Yeah, I guess not spiffy. You're gonna play it at one volume and one volume alone. That's 100%. Is that a fact, Ragnar? Have you won marbles once yet? We had a 2-time winner the other stream. Game on Steam called The Uncertain Last Quiet Day, point and click hybrid. I do like my point and clicks. We got a few more point and clicks to go through. We got some Gabriel Knight lined up. We've got some Tex Murphy 3 lined up. There's actually a lot of requests for, what the fuck is that game? Leisure Suit Larry, which I've got the first couple of as well. So because it's requested somewhat highly, I think there's 16 or 17 votes, I picked up some copies of that. I imagine a Ragnar planet in Mass Effect will be like a gigantic site of broken pyramids. Yeah, it's like a trash planet. It's just all the debris. Isn't that an adult game? Somewhat. I don't think it's that graphic. I think it's like more pixely. Toki, when are you playing Minecraft? Fantastic question, Ragnar. I haven't decided. One day in the future. Oh no, Gallico, did you miss the Shining Force stream yesterday? Oh, what a shame! We beat the whole game. It was so good. And unfortunately, the VOD got corrupted. Oh, what a shame. All right, guys, we're going to play some FTL. Sasha says, I'm here for FTL. Beautiful, Sash. Good to see you.